Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? All right, guys. Hope everybody's having a good day. If y'all can tap and share, and send in the heart me as well, if you can, please. Fuck. All right. All right. Well, for anybody that is just joining, we'll have guests up in a few. It usually takes like a few minutes for guests to request, so just hang tight for them. But if you guys can help out with it, tap and share. Again, all that stuff helps with the algorithm getting us on FYP, so you guys can really help get more people into live by just engaging more and doing all that fun stuff. Thank you. Thanks, Lori. Caitlin, how you doing? Entitled, thank you. Hello, Michael. Thank you. Appreciate that. And people on the tube, how's it going? All right, guys, just get ready for a lot of trolls. There's gonna be trolls and just idiots also. What should go without saying. So just be ready. Trigger warning, I suppose. I think there should always be like an implied trigger warning on these lives, considering you never know what the fuck is going to be said. Do you need popcorn? I mean, maybe. I often eat while I stream, so I guess you guys can too. All right, let's bring this one up. It's probably gonna be a troll, but let's see. Hi.
I like the LGBT community, but they do sort of push their agenda on others, if you know what I mean.
Well, I just need to know your age first. How old are you?
19.
All right, and how do they push it?
I was gonna say I do like, especially gay. Two of my cousins are gay, so I like gay people. But it's sort of in schools they sort of indoctrinate kids to like. It's just a bit too much.
How do they indoctrinate? Like, can you give me an example?
I mean, I live in England. And it's just sort of always pushed as it's. I don't think the natural human want is to be gay or anything.
But no, but like, what are they pushing specifically?
The thing
like,
is,
can you give me an example?
It's not even gays. It's like trans people. That a lot of them are like mentally unwell and have. It's not just me. I'm not saying. It's not me saying. It's a lot of them.
But what are they pushing? Okay, we can get to that. But what are they pushing?
Like, it's okay. They're pushing like it's okay to like transition gender, which is absurd.
Well, I'm sure what's being said, you may be not phrasing it properly, but that if you are trans, it is okay to be trans because you are also a human being, believe it or not.
But I just don't understand how you can. It's not physically possible unless you get multiple surgery to transition to.
Well, that's not the requirement to be trans. You don't have to quote unquote transition. That's not what trans stands for.
Okay, so
it's not a prefix.
So what does it mean to be trans?
Trans just means that your sex doesn't align with your gender. That's it, or your gender rather doesn't align with your sex. That's it.
If I align with a monkey, am I then a monkey?
No, because you don't have the DNA of a monkey. And we don't.
Okay,
we can talk about women
don't have the same amount of chromosomes as men, do they?
Well, you're talking about sexes now. That's different. We could talk about what makes sex a sex. Sure.
So you can't.
Different than gender.
If a woman says they're a man, are they a man?
If they say they're a man.
Yeah.
If that's their gender identity, that's
would
absolutely
make them absurd. So if I say I'm a bit
hold on, slow down. What would make them not a man? Tell me the thing that all men have that would exclude that person from being a man.
Testosterone, various hormones, genitals.
Women have testosterone.
Okay, women don't have genitals, increase testosterone or male characteristics.
So you have to have a penis and testicles.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so if yours gets chopped off for some reason, are you not a man anymore?
we're just talking theoreticals, and you're just
Right?
sort of
Yes.
dodging the point.
So theoretically, if it got chopped
What's the
off, would you be a
chances of
man?
that?
It's a
It
theoretical,
doesn't.
as you said. It's theoretical, as you said. Just
It
tell me,
doesn't
would you still
happen.
be men? Yes, people's penises sometimes get chopped off. It sucks, but it
Okay, so
happens.
how do they go to the toilet?
Would they be a man? Just answer me. Would they still be a man? It's not that hard to
Yeah,
answer it.
because they still have the hormones and the characteristics it
Okay.
takes to be a
Okay.
man.
Okay. So it's not your general gender that makes you a man. So you said now it's hormones, but
I
women,
said I said
females
I
have
said a
testosterone.
combination. I said a combination of. I just don't understand why the
But
left
see how,
push it
but
so
see how,
much.
but see how vague this is. Now this is very subjective. Now you're making it a combination. It keeps shifting. So maybe gender isn't objective, and maybe there aren't hard definitions to it.
Okay, but you've specifically said if a man calls himself a woman, if a woman calls himself a man, they're a man. That's okay. So if I call
Hmm?
myself a bottle, I'm a bottle. It's
We've
ridiculous.
already gone through this. You can't identify something that's not within human experience. So no, you can't identify as a bottle because that's not within human experience. That's a very disingenuous thing to say.
Oh, well, I don't even know why I came up because obviously I don't hate them in any way. I'm just sort of
You don't hate them, but you're denying their existence.
no, not gay people. Just I think
Just
just
trans
trans.
people.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
just hate trans
slightly
people.
unwell, and like 80% of school shooters are trans.
That is not true at all. I would like for
That
you to
okay,
provide that stat. Do it. I'll pay you $500 to provide that stat.
okay,
Everybody. All there's 100 people in this live right now. They all
okay.
heard
Can
me
you
say
give me
that.
30 seconds?
I
I
will.
need to
I'll give you
give me
all the
30
time you
seconds.
need. I'll give you all the time you need to show me that 80% of all of them are trans. The reason why I'm doing this bet because I know it's not true. Just a good rule of thumb, guys. I don't ever do bets unless I know I'm going to win. Anyways, keep tapping and sharing. We'll wait for him to find this non-stat that does not exist. If you guys are enjoying live, make sure you follow myself. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and like the live. You guys can do that and send in the heart me as well, okay? And it kind of helps us get into that FYP. That way you have podcasts. All right, what's the stat that you got?
According to the only source I could find, it was 1.5%. Still a slight
Mm,
overrepresentation, though.
mm.
It's still
No,
an
it's not
overrepresentation.
even 1.5. I don't. Where is this 1.5%? Because that's still not even
It's
true.
0.5 to 1.5, which I feel is an
Hold up.
overrepresentation.
No. Where is the source though? Where are you getting it from? Thank you for the harmony, by the way.
One sec,
Yeah, tell me where you get it from. Because I know the stats. I 100% know the stats. I've had this conversation too
the
many times to not know it.
Pointer Institute.
The what institute?
All I did was Google it, and it came up with the
What did you
Pointer
type in?
Institute. I typed in what percentage of school shooters are trans.
And let's see here. And you got what? 1%? You said 1% you got?
0.5 to 1.5%.
And what was the source? But that still would be representative of what they are.
Do you want me to be honest?
They represent. First of all, they represent 1% of the population, give or take. So that still would be well within representation of them. So they're not overrepresented.
Do you know the main thing that annoyed me? I genuinely wouldn't care about them. The problem is
But you were wrong about the 80%. You were wrong about the 80%.
Yeah, I was wrong. You
were way
trans
wrong.
Marxists in the street protesting for Palestine, and that's why that's the main.
What's a
trigger for me.
Marxist? What's Marxism? Guys, 10,000 likes when we get to new guests.
I don't need to
what's
define
Marxism? Yes,
Marxism
you
or
do.
anything.
Yes, you do. Because if you're calling somebody something, you should know what it is. What's Marxism?
Okay, well, Marxist, communist, socialist, whatever you want to call them, they're protesting.
No, you're just using all these words interchangeably. Tell me what one
for
of them
the same
means.
people that would throw them off buildings.
If you don't know what it means, how can you call them that? Tell me what socialism is, Marxism, communism, any of those.
Well, what happens in communism is people end up giving too much money to the state and then the whole country collapses.
No, that is incorrect. There is no state. There is no money within communism, so that wouldn't be true.
That's what happens, though, isn't it?
That is not, nothing. You're just repeating talking points. That's all you're doing. You're full of talking points.
Okay, name me one communist country that's ever worked.
You don't even know what communism is.
Successfully under communism.
You don't even know what communism is.
Okay, what's your definition of communism?
It's not my definition. It's the definition.
Okay, what's the definition of communism?
But the problem, Jack, thank you. The problem is that you are calling people something or labeling people something when you don't even know what it is. You're just repeating stuff.
Okay,
shouldn't you be embarrassed about that? And guys, 10,000 likes, new guest.
Okay, what's your definition of communism?
It's, again, not my definition, but it would be a moneyless, stateless, and classless society. So there's no money, there's no state. There's no class.
No,
There's
but
no
the thing is, you
classes.
can say it all they want, but what happens
And
in
that's what it
communism?
is. That's what it is. That is
Okay,
exactly what it
in
is.
North Korea, that doesn't happen. In China,
Jacob, a communist country has never actually existed.
oh, here we go with the commie denial. Is North Korea not a communist country?
Jacob, how old are you?
19.
Yeah, you sound 19.
Yeah, I'm from Britain. I'm what?
Yeah, so by the way, they make up, less than 0.5%. You lied that it said from 0.5 to 1. It's less than 0.5, which again is an underrepresentation. They are roughly 1% of the population. So if they represent about 0.5% of school pupils, then they're underrepresented.
Communists also some of the most racist people on earth. Look at Ho Chi Minh with Vietnam.
Dude,
all
you
the
don't know
Chinese
anything.
communists.
You're just going from talking point to
Hang on a
talking
second.
point. You
Can
know
I finish?
nothing.
So what
No,
they
not really.
do is they only wanted. It's basically fascism. It's just basically left wing.
Oh, so communism is now fascism, guys.
You can't have left-wing fascism, buddy.
Okay, what was phalangism then?
Oh my god, dude, this is not like this is not an educational lesson for you.
No, you're talking about different types of authoritarianism, but that doesn't make one left-wing fascism.
Okay, what's fascism?
Listen, you need to go back to your A-level, I don't know, politics or sociology teacher and tell them they did a shitty job.
Okay, love. So,
all right, we're almost at 10,000 likes, guys. Keep tapping. We're looking for opposition,
Erica,
please.
You've just said there hasn't been a communist country in the history in the history of this earth. Can you explain why?
Yeah, because countries that have called themselves communist have not actually been communist. It's the same as
was the Soviet Union communist?
In fact, North Korea has the word democratic in its name. Do you think it's democratic?
Of course, it's not democratic. 99.8% of the voters voted for Kim Jong-un. They don't have a choice.
They didn't vote for anybody. They don't have elections.
No, that's not true. The last elections they had 99.8%.
By the way, can you just say his name again? Can you just say his name again, quick?
Say it. Say his name.
Why?
We just misheard you. I just want to make sure I heard it correctly.
Oh my god! Why?
Yeah, goodbye. We have 10,000 likes.
How did he say it?
How did he say it
again? He said king. For the love of all that is holy.
Paige, are you a mod on this account? I know I was trying to do it yesterday and it kept glitching for whatever reason. So let me see if you are one here. Give me 1 second. Oh shit! I need to take away some moderators. Let me. I can't do that right now. I don't have time to do that. Let me bring up the next guest. And then I'll mess with the mods. Yeah, Paige, I'll make you one. I got to clear some mods, some old ones that don't mod for me anymore.
Didn't you know he's King John? He's King John.
What's up, guest? How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
I am 50.
50. Okay. And what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
Really, I just think people are people. I think everyone should be treated with respect and dignity. As long as I'm not pushed, or I don't push anything on anybody. I just feel like it's, just treat people well and we'll come together. I know it's not that easy at times because of religion and everything else. And there's a lot of hate on both sides of the spectrum. I think on the right and the left. So,
what sort of hate?
Can I ask what for what reasons might someone on the left? No, for what reasons might someone on the right hate someone on the left? What are the reasons?
I don't think there's any reason. Why are they hating? Because they're different.
What reasons do they give?
Because they're different. Their color, their religion, whatever it may be, they're just different. They're
okay.
And people don't like different.
And why might people on the left hate people on the right?
Same thing.
No.
They don't agree with anything on the other side.
No. Okay. You're talking about the paradox of tolerance is what you're talking about. So people on the right hate people on the left because they are okay with people living lives that the right would not deem okay. They're okay with people of color. They're okay with gay people. They're okay with they're tolerant of all of those things. But we are intolerant of their intolerance of those things. The people on the left hate the people on the right because they are intolerant.
Yeah, well, and okay, that's your thoughts. My thought is that's the far left, and then the far right. So you've got people in the middle like me. You got a lot of people that are, it has nothing to do with tolerance. They're just people. We're all human. As long as you care for others and you respect others, it
Well,
has nothing
they
to do with
don't.
tolerance.
But
It's
they
just
don't
living.
respect others. That's the problem.
I do.
do
No,
your
I,
actions do your
I'm
actions align
conservative.
with your words? Do your actions align with your words? Like, who did you
I,
vote for?
well, so I am fiscally conservative. I'm a financial consultant, right? So
Okay.
I'm more conservative in a lot of ways, but I'm very liberal in a lot
Okay.
of ways.
Did you
So
vote in this past election? Did you vote in the last presidential election?
so yeah, of course I did. I
Okay.
voted for America. Yeah, I voted for America.
What does that mean?
That means Trump.
Okay.
Has nothing to
Okay.
do with this. Now listen,
Well,
and I'm being honest.
but then your actions don't align with your words, though.
I disagree. That's fine. We can disagree though.
But you can say that you don't care what other people do. You're fine with what they do. But Trump feels differently, and he's been doing a lot of things that's been harming the marginalized communities, and your vote went towards it.
So again, I vote for America first. I'm from Cuban descent. My father, everything was taken from us. My family,
Can you
everything.
explain how Donald Trump is
See, you can
fiscally-
shake your
can you-
head. See, the thing
Okay.
is, you can
Hi,
shake your
hi.
head.
Relax,
but
relax,
you've never
relax,
been in my
relax,
shoes.
relax.
Listen,
Relax.
Hi.
I don't want to be in your
let
shoes.
me
Your
listen.
shoes probably smell like shit.
This
What's
is a
that?
conversation. This is a
Why are-
conversation. You
okay.
can't just keep talking. Okay. Can you explain how Donald Trump is fiscally conservative? Because as far as I can see, Donald Trump has increased the deficit to a point never seen before, far more than any previous president.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in power for how long? He took
Four
over.
years.
He took
4
over a
years
deficit.
plus this last year and a half.
He took over a deficit. He's taken over every president. You can continue that conversation.
What does that mean?
Listen, I'm for closed borders. You guys listen, you can keep laughing. Keep laughing about your sanctuary cities.
Okay, all right.
My family came here the right way.
My family
came here the right way. You don't know communism.
Oh my God, dude, you're just crashing out right now. All right, tell me how Trump is good for the economy. Let's just start with that.
How is he good for the economy? And I'm not going to go off on the stock market. Right now, the stock market's reaching all-time highs, and I know
the stock market always reaches all-time highs under every single president. That's not a new thing. And the stock market doesn't reflect how the average person is doing economically. The average person isn't really invested in that. So that's just a factually true thing. So how is he helping the middle and lower class?
Well, let's go back to your question on why did I vote for Trump?
Yeah, let's go back to the topic. No, I want to go back to the topic because you said you care about all people. You care about all people, but you voted for Trump, who again has put through numerous executive orders harming trans people and kicking them out of the military, taking away gender affirming care. Those things aren't letting people do what they want.
Look, I never said that I love Trump. I'm not that person.
I know, but you voted for Trump.
I know, but I'm about closed borders, about democracy. We're going to have another president. He's not going to be around forever. The opposite is Kamala leaving borders completely open and
there was no open borders.
Our country.
There was no open borders. There was no open borders.
Come on.
There was no open borders. You bought into propaganda.
But anyway, let me ask you this: Why are you on?
Back to the LGBT plus community. You said you care, but you don't care enough.
What do you want me to do for the LGBT? What do you want me to do?
I want you to care about people's humanity.
What do you want me to do? You want me to ask what your pronouns are? Is that what you want me to do?
No, I want you to not vote against their humanity. Lizzie, thank you.
So I vote for Kamala Harris, who has nothing, no background. Kamala, whatever fuck her name.
She absolutely had a background, but you knew nothing about it. But regardless, you still voted against the LGBT plus community for like the 5th time.
Just because of Trump. That's what you're stating.
Well, his executive orders kicked him out of the military. His executive order
hates gay people. Do you think President Trump hates gays?
His executive order kicked trans people out of the military. We're talking about 15,000 individuals fired just like that for being trans, and then taking away gender affirming care for them, right? And we can get into all the other stuff, okay? But that alone, why would you vote for that? And guys, we can get to new guests at 25,000 likes.
So I guess I did
vote for that.
I voted for our country. I'm not talking. So again, my apologies. I'm not, I guess, geared towards this conversation on LGBTQ. I guess I'm not in support in that fashion. I'm not willing to. Maybe I'm just self-centered around my kids and my country. That I hope that our country.
You're not though. I think the problem here is that you don't understand that you're not for the country.
So what's
You're
happening
for.
in England
I'm
where you're at?
sorry. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
what does
I'm
England have to do with
talking.
this?
I'm talking right now.
Let's keep that.
You're for certain people within the country. You're not for the country. If you were, you would be for everyone in the country, and you're not.
I
And
think you think you are voting for the country. I believe you think that, but that's not reality. You can unmute. Just you're probably still talking. 25,000 likes, guys. We can get to new guests. If you just joined live, make sure you send in a heart me there at the top left. Just helps us get onto FYP. Guess, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. You can respond to it.
Yeah, listen, I'm rooting for you guys, and maybe I need to think a little bit further, and I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to listen. Honestly, I know I haven't as well as I should have. And Eric, I apologize for interrupting you. I don't know what to believe anymore. From the press, the news, it's hard to decipher what's real and what's not.
So how would you? You're right. At times it can be, but how do you do that? Like, what's your process of going about deciding if something is factual or not, or if something was exaggerated to you or not? What would
I
that
try
process
not to
look like?
watch. Yeah, I try not. I mean, I stay off the general news and certain journals. But I know YouTube's probably not the best route, but it seems like there's more. On both sides, I'm seeing everything come through and trying to decipher what's. It's not easy because I'm
Okay.
working. I've got kids. There's only so much I can do, right?
Can I just give you some? This is just general advice.
Sure.
When you watch people on YouTube, when you watch people on TikTok, those people have no obligation to tell you the truth. They have no obligation to tell you the truth, not one bit.
Even including me. Yeah. Don't take everything.
And
Don't take what I say.
Doug and I would always say what we want everyone to do is go and fact check what we're saying.
Sure.
Go to primary sources of information and fact check what we are saying. We want you to do that. Those people that you go to on YouTube, they're never going to say fact check me, because often if you fact check them, what they're saying is not true. So what I would say to you is if that is where you're going to consume your media from, fact check it. Go to primary sources. Don't type in a biased question to AI if you're going to AI it.
Okay.
Type in a question that says something like, if it's like, if somebody said to you, I don't know, 50 million people have crossed the border, don't ask, show me that 50 million people crossed the border. Say, how many people from independent sources of information crossed the border?
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Because otherwise what you're doing is you're getting confirmation bias.
Okay.
And you need to ask open questions and let yourself be told the answer, and then go into the actual sources that you are being given and see if they go to Media Bias Fact Check and look at, is that source right wing? Is that source left wing? How factual has that source been deemed to be? Just do all this stuff. It's not easy finding the real information today. It isn't easy. But if you want to know the truth rather than just finding things that side with a view you already have of the world, that's what you have to do.
Okay, fair enough. And I appreciate that, and I agree. I want the facts. I don't want one side or the other. I want the facts. I definitely do. And as I continue to age, because I come from a very conservative background. Okay, I do. And quite often when we come and we're educated by our parents in a certain way, not that my parents don't have love in their hearts for people, but my background is, like I mentioned, my father was 16 when he left Cuba. Everything was taken from my whole family, everything, our land, everything. They had to come and start here. And I have a lot of family in Cuba. And this just was from the prior conversation about communism, North Korea. And there's never really been a communist state. And I don't disagree completely, because Cuba is a dictatorship, right? It has been.
Well,
Guys, remember, new gets at 25,000 likes. If you guys want a new one, you can tap a little bit quicker. We're looking for opposition. Go ahead, Erica.
and communism, and that's the thing is, if it's actually communism, it can't be a dictatorship, because the people are it's about the people having the say in what happens.
Which it's never been. We've never seen real communism. Agreed.
Exactly.
It's a utopian society, though. I mean, do you think it's real? Is it viable? Can it work?
No, it's not utopian, it's dystopian.
Dystopian.
Utopia would be like a paradise, right? And what often ends up happening is instead you get a dystopia where everybody had good intentions, their intentions were good, they wanted to do a thing that was good, okay, but what ends up is it ends up turning shitty because for some reason, whatever that reason is, whether it's that people are greedy or whether it's that that they didn't do it the right way, or that they were thwarted from what they actually wanted to do by a third party or whatever, it ends up being dystopian. It didn't end up the way it was intended to end up.
Gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate that explanation. And the last thing I'd ask you, if you don't mind, Erica or Doug, in regard to the UK, I'm trying to get some real accuracy around what's happening in the UK and with the whole Islamic situation. And again, it's overwhelming. I don't. What's really happening over there?
What's overwhelming?
Well, the news that I see, every piece of news is when I see it coming over, it looks like they want. They don't want an Islamic State.
No, before you even say this, the answer to what you're saying is no.
Yep.
Whatever you are watching is BS.
Okay.
What is it you are watching? What were you watching? Like, where did you hear that from?
Well, again, YouTube, but even on channels where we see they're coming out in the streets now against the Islamic Sharia law state.
No, right. Do you know who's coming out on the streets against it?
Who?
Is the far right. The far right gammony men who think that women belong to them. They are equivalent. Hang on. The people that are coming out are the equivalent of the fundamentalist Muslims, but on the other side.
Gotcha. Okay. So you feel like it's the same. It's the same people with different colored skin and different religious beliefs, but they are the same people. Yeah, they both have anger in their lives, but again, the Sharia law situation, there is concern there.
There
the Islamic State.
There is not a Sharia law situation, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you this: the law of the land is the British legal system. That is the law of the land. There is nowhere in the country where Sharia law is a thing. Are there Sharia courts? Yes, but there are also canon law courts, which is the Church of England equivalent. And those any rulings they make can only be upheld in a civil way between the people that are participating in the trial. So they are not legally binding per the government.
So there's no concern. No concern whatsoever.
Do you have concern about Church of England canon courts?
I'm not real familiar with Church of Canon's legal court. I mean, the system.
Church of England canon law. Okay.
Canon law. Well,
it's exactly the same thing. It can only be upheld within the community, and it is not legally binding as far as British law goes. Sharia courts do things like arbitrate divorces. That's the kind of thing Sharia courts do.
Hey guys, we're almost at 25,000 likes. Keep tapping sharing. All right. Anything else,
interesting.
Man? Anything else?
Listen, I appreciate your all's time.
Yep.
Like I said, I want to learn.
Okay.
I think I want my kids to think for themselves. I think everybody needs to do that, and it's hard sometimes when we keep everybody in a fundamental box. So, anyways, keep up the good work, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Appreciate the conversation. Take care. Take care. All right, guys, we are looking for opposition. All right, I got to do better staying on topic. Sometimes I go too off topic. Sorry for that. But we are looking for people that have an issue with the LGBT plus community and or voted for Trump. Okay, so I hit the request button at the bottom. I think we have people in the box. We do, but I'm sure most of them already left because they get very impatient. Let's try to get through them here. Yep, first 3 are already gone. 4 are gone. I think everybody in the box might have left at this point. They get very impatient, guys. They want to be let up immediately. Yeah, all 7 people in the box, I think it was. They all left already. All right, so the box is empty. We're looking for opposition. Let's try to invite people that appear to be ops, like you, MB type. I especially want to hear from people that voted for Trump that claim they don't hate the LGBT plus community. You're the ones I especially want to hear from. Thank you, Tabby. If y'all can send in the heart me as well, like Tabby did, that'd be great. Hey, Sean, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service. Thanks, Pat. How old are you?
I what?
I just need to know your
54.
age. Thank you. Okay, and did you vote for Trump?
Yes, but I don't support the sucker.
You said you don't support him?
Nope.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
It doesn't have no effect on me.
They have no effect on you. Okay, why? How come you requested to come on up? Somebody requested for you to come up. How come you accepted it?
One of your moderators set me up.
Okay, is there anything that you
Because-
disagree with? Is there anything that you disagree with?
I just don't care about them. They're just not.
What-
I just walk away from them.
Well, what do you mean you walk away from them? How do you determine if someone is part of the LGBT plus community for you to walk away from them?
Now, if you see a man, woman, I just walk away.
You just walk
Well,
away. Okay.
So if I'm out with my female friend and we just happen to be walking around together, you'd walk away from us.
Yeah, but it's none of my business. What there's to talk about?
So then you walk away from everybody.
You got to speak up. I can barely hear you on my.
Am I speaking quietly, Doug?
She's speaking perfectly fine.
Now, not for somebody that wears the hearing aids.
Okay.
So you got to speak up.
Okay. So you voted for Trump, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you voted against the LGBT plus community. So what you said is
No,
not really accurate.
Stop. I did not vote against LGBTQ. If
Well, you
they
did.
stay in their place, I'll be in my place. No problems.
Okay. But Sean, you voted against them because Trump is harming them. Republicans are harming them on a daily basis.
I'm all for that community. If they
No,
want
you're
to be
not.
what
You're-
they
but-
are,
but you're not,
that's
though.
fine and dandy.
But Sean, you're not, because there has been so many things over the last couple of years because Trump and Republicans have been harming the community. So many things.
sucks.
I mean, we can even go.
Trump
we can
is
even.
a dumb fuck.
Well,
Trump
you
is a
voted for
dumb
him.
fuck.
Okay. Well, you voted for him. So what does that say about you?
I'm not like Trump.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. You sound like him.
I'm in no shape or form like this sucker.
But you voted for him.
Well, I got restricted. I'm sorry.
You got a violation somehow. I think the live may have too in general. No, never mind. We're good. That was weird. Let's get to the next guest. Guys, we're looking for ops, please. Ugh, Leo wants to come up. We were speaking to him yesterday, right, Leo?
I don't think we were speaking to him. I think Jeff specifically was speaking to him.
Yeah. Hey, guest, how you doing? Hi, guest. How are you doing? Guest going once. Guest going twice. Goodbye. All right, somebody's calling from the tube. Let me answer it. 1 second. 1 second. Don't hang up yet. All right. Hello. How you doing? Are you there?
Hello.
I can hear you. What's your name?
My name's Bob.
Bob. Okay, you're speaking a little quiet. Is it like, can you possibly get closer to your phone or speak up? I just want to make sure we can hear you.
Feel better?
Yeah, like, are you on speaker? Anyways, what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
I don't necessarily hate them, but I disagree with the ideology fundamentally.
All right, what ideology are you speaking of that you disagree with? Hello?
Sorry, you're like breaking up. I
What
can barely hear you.
what ideology do you disagree with?
It's mostly the trans ideology.
Okay,
Because,
what's
I follow
Mhm.
the WPATH and WHO,
okay?
and the people who run, like, the World Professional Transgender Health Association,
Uh-huh.
they themselves say that these drugs that they give to children at Tanner stage 2, which is like 9 to 12,
Mm-hmm.
make them sterile after they go through transition.
Where is it that they
That's
say
the
that?
main
Well,
reason
hold on.
I'm objecting.
Well, hold on though. Do you know the purpose of gender affirming care?
Well, I don't believe it's gender affirming care.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever you want to call it.
Because
Okay.
makes them sterile.
Right, okay, but it's referred to as gender affirming care. You can call it whatever you want, but what is the purpose of it?
Well, I mean, I would say the purpose is mutilation.
No. What are the intentions when it comes to gender affirming care? What is it that they are trying to do? What is it that they're trying to help alleviate or help make better?
I mean, those doctors would probably say that it's gender dysphoria or another one of the DSM-5
Right.
disorders.
Yeah, so gender dysphoria is in there, right? And what we have seen with gender affirming care is that, number one, it doesn't mean just hormones or surgeries. There's plenty of other things as it refers to gender affirming care. Some like just referring to people as the pronouns they want to, having them wear the hair that they want or dress the way they want. All that's gender affirming care. Seeing a therapist can be gender affirming care. All that is, okay? But what we see is that it lowers rates of depression, anxiety, substance abuse, and them self-unaliving. We see this overwhelmingly with the data. So why is that something that you would be against?
I'm sorry, could you repeat what you said at the end?
Jesus Christ. What part did you miss? I just said a lot. You know what? I can't with this conversation. His phone is too low. Guys, if you're gonna call in, have a good phone service or whatever. I can't. It was too low. You guys probably barely heard him. I barely heard him. And I don't want to have to repeat that same shit 5 times. Fuck. Sorry, I just it was annoying. All right, let's get it. I'm fine having guests call on in. That's what it's for on the tube. But just have good service. Just speak up. I don't know what it is, MAGA or something. But all right. Well, if you guys can send in the heart me as well for anybody that's just joining. Hope you guys are all having a good afternoon so far. And if you're enjoying life, follow myself and Erica. Show her a little support if you can. You probably heard me, just didn't understand. That could be it. That often happens when like somebody hears you, but they didn't really get what you were saying, so they just ask you to repeat it. Serenity, thank you. Blue, thank you. Why do I speak for all MAGA people? Because they voted for someone who's harming the LGBT plus community. So I'm not generalizing. I'm just going off of their vote. Don't vote for him, and then I won't say that about you. It's that simple. All right, but you are going to be getting invited if you do appear to be opposition, so be ready for it, Bill. Leo, nobody wants to hear from you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I always play the victim. I'm not a victim. I'm doing just fine. I'm in no way a victim. I'm doing perfectly okay.
Call from.
Hi, guest. How you doing?
Hello?
Are you the same person as before?
No, I'm Tommy.
Tommy. All right, Tommy. I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service. How old are you?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service. How old are you?
Oh, sure, I'm 50.
50. Okay. What are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
There's human beings?
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
Okay. I'm only looking for people that either voted for Trump or somebody that has an issue with the LGBT plus community. So sounds like there's no issues that you have with the LGBT plus community?
Well, I have an issue with you and what you're doing right now, but
What am I doing?
well, I think you're just trying to be in opposition, and
Well, duh.
You
That's
know,
the
I'm a
point.
gay man.
That's the point of the live
Yeah,
to be opposite him.
I'm a gay man, and I don't think that you speak for me at all.
Well, you
You know,
didn't.
just because I didn't vote for Trump.
Well, then, I'm not speaking for you because you didn't vote for him. I'm speaking for people that voted for him.
So I know gay. I hang around almost exclusively gay people that voted for Trump.
Cool, and
I'm not upset.
and they voted
I'm not-
against their own
Go ahead.
community, against their own interest. Yes.
And see, then you are trying to speak for us.
No, I'm speaking for people that voted for him.
And that's
You said you didn't vote for him, so I'm not speaking. I'm speaking for people that voted for him. It's that simple.
I'm speaking for people that did vote for Trump.
Okay, great, but they are still harming the
So we
community
are
that they are in.
opposition.
Okay, I don't get what you're not understanding. If you voted for Trump, you are harming the LGBT plus community. Your vote goes towards it, whether you like it or not, whether that's your intentions or not. It is happening, and it has been happening.
But I don't see that as a fact because I don't see any of my friends that are gay that
That's called
are harmed
survivorship.
in any way.
That's called survivorship bias. Okay, that doesn't mean people in the LGBT plus community aren't being harmed.
They weren't in a plane crash, man. They didn't survive
that's
a plane
that's
crash.
not
They're
what
doing just
survivorship
fine in life.
bias does not mean. You have to survive a plane crash. It just means that they're doing fine. Just because they haven't been harmed, that doesn't mean the community in general isn't. All right. Every single year, for the past couple of years, there's been well over 500 anti-LGBT plus bills that has been introduced to Congress, and you can look all of those up. Go to the ACLU. This year alone, we're already at like 600, and we're halfway through the year. So you can't tell me that they're not harming the community because all of those bills are being put forward by Republicans, not Democrats. What do I mean by anti?
What do you mean by anti?
Do you know what the word anti means?
Yeah, what do you mean by it though? Because none of my friends or myself has suffered anything because of any bill. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, once again, that's called survivorship bias.
Shit.
That's called survivorship bias.
Yeah,
so
but
so I'm going to pull them up. I got it.
You don't back dirt.
I do. It's from the from the ACLU. Currently, there has been 529 anti-LGBT plus bills in the U.S. Okay, and we can go state by state. We can go about the ones that are still advancing through the process. Ones that some of them have been defeated, which is fine, and some of them have gone through. So many of them are targeted towards trans people. Many of them are targeted towards trans people. For example, there's one in Florida, right? And this one was from a few years ago. SB 1580, I think it is, where it gives medical providers the right to not perform care on somebody based on their religious or moral values, which has affected people of the LGBT plus community.
What are you talking about? Children?
No, I'm talking about humans.
Well, children are humans too.
Right. So I'm talking about humans in general.
Doug, what state is he
Okay,
from?
so that could include
What state are you in, man?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay. Well, you're definitely in a more. Yeah, you're in a more blue state. Yeah, you're in a blue state, so I'm not surprised that because I see only there's 3 bills in Colorado. All 3 have been defeated. So yeah, I'm not surprised that people that you are around, part of the LGBT plus community, haven't been harmed. You're in a blue state with 3 bills that were defeated. Now, if you lived in a state like Florida, like I'm in, or Texas, or something like that, you would probably have a different experience.
You said something about a bill, but what did the bill actually do?
Yeah, Florida.
You did say it's anti-this.
I already told you.
What did it do?
I already told you. In Florida, the state that I live in, again, I think it's SB 1580. You can look it up. And somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong on the bill number. But it allows medical providers the ability to not provide care on somebody based on their religious or moral values. They can deny it. They care. And it has affected people for part of the LGBT plus community. There's already been examples of it.
How did it affect them? They couldn't get care. What care are you talking about?
Medical care.
Getting their
medical care
cut off.
Any sort. It would apply. It applies to any sort of medical care. Hey guys, we can get to new guests at 40,000 likes. By the way,
wide range of things. Are you saying they couldn't get mental help?
Any medical care, the medical provider, they legally can deny them care. That's it. That doesn't mean that they will or they have to, but they have the ability to, which I find to be incredibly harmful. As hopefully you should find that harmful as well. I don't even know why you're trying to justify it.
Let me ask you this. And it's a personal question. You don't have to answer, but are you gay?
I am not gay.
You're not.
I don't see how that's relevant to this, though. That has not. No. Hey. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You're trying to get away from the bill that we're talking about. No, it doesn't. I want you to acknowledge the bill that I'm talking about, and I want you to reference it. I want you to talk about it because you keep trying to avoid talking about it.
Well, I would have to study up on the bill, and you're not giving me any sort of
SB
information
1580.
about
I've
your
already
decision.
told you. I've already told you SB 1580. You have the ability to look it up. I told you what it's about. You can look it up. Thank you, Tabby. You can look it up. I gave you the information.
Tell me what it was about.
Right.
You told me what it was about.
Okay, but you don't. The thing is, you don't want to hear what I'm saying. You don't want to be able to hear any of this. You've already had your mind made up. So whatever I tell you, you're not going to want to listen.
What I don't want is some straight white male trying to tell me.
I never said I was straight.
What I should think.
Hey, nobody ever said I was straight.
Yeah. You just said you were straight.
I did not. You asked if I was gay, and I said no. That doesn't mean I'm straight. There's a lot of middle ground between those two. But it doesn't matter anyways. It doesn't fucking matter what my sex. It doesn't matter what my sexuality is. My sexuality does not matter right now. We are talking about the harm being done towards the community. That's it.
Well, it matters to me because I don't want you representing or trying to tell anybody.
You just don't want to hear any of this. You don't want to hear any of this. Okay, you want me to give you another bill?
I hear you.
I'll give you another bill. I can give you more of them. There's plenty of them, unfortunately.
Give me more.
Okay. Why don't you go to the ACLU website? You can see all 500 plus of them, state by state.
I know he can't hear me, Doug. But can you ask him? Can you ask him if he thinks the
all my friends? Like,
do you think that? Do you think? Does he think that the community want him representing them?
Yeah. Do you think that the LGBT plus community wants you representing them?
I am the community.
You are the community, really. So you're like the head honcho of the community. You're like the top.
No, I am part of the community.
You're part of the community.
I am part of the community.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay. Well, listen, man.
I'm in opposition to you.
Okay. You're not, because again, LGBTQIA plus, right?
I am.
Okay. Listen.
I just told you I am.
All right. Slow down. That means you should be even more aware of these things, but you're not. Why are you just? You're walking around with your hand over your eyes.
Listen to you trying to tell me what the hell I should be.
I'm not telling you what you should be. I am telling you about these bills, and you don't want to listen to me.
You should be. You just said you should be.
Okay.
This is what you sick freaking liberals try to do to us all the time. We're sick of you. We're sick of you. We don't want you. We don't need you.
You sound very angry.
And you don't seem to understand that because you have some sort of channel and you think, well, I'm going to go on here and I'm the hero. I'm the savior. We don't need you to save us, pal. We don't need that.
You sound very
we
angry.
Save ourselves.
Okay.
We're all I'm angry because I'm sick of people like you trying to speak for us.
How dare I try to help people? How dare I try to put shed light towards a group of people that have been armed?
You want to help
Doug, I still don't think that he understands that other people are part of the community apart from gay men.
We're fine.
Hey,
we're living our lives.
Listen, man.
We love. We get married. We're fine.
Are you aware that there's more people part of the community than just gay people? You realize there's other letters in there, right?
No.
Okay, so
now you're going to speak for the other letters.
No, I want you to just acknowledge that other people exist. So, for example, trans people. Do you think that they should be able to have everything that they're asking for? I would imagine you probably have a problem with that. Just to be treated the same way as everybody else, to be able to use the restrooms that they want to be able to use, to be able to get the healthcare that they need, to be able to just go about their life without people constantly harassing them. Basic stuff.
I think you're harassing people.
I'm not harassing anybody.
That's what I think. I think you're the one harassing. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because what you're doing right now, trying to tell people what they should think and what they should feel and how everybody is and who they should hate.
Listen,
You're the one creating the problem.
listen, man. I think you have some deep-seated anger, and the way that you are taking this is really odd. Okay, you can feel however you want to feel. I'm giving you the information, and you're choosing to not look at it. That's on you. That is on you.
It's odd because I don't fit into your garbage nonsense of how.
No, what's wild is that actually you don't fit into his garbage view.
You're on the right side of something, and somebody that is who you're trying to represent is telling you you're not. Okay. That's what's odd to you.
Okay, listen, you are not. Stop. You do not represent the entire LGBT plus community. Okay, the entire LGBT plus community as a whole agrees with everything that I am saying, or rather, I agree with what they are saying. Okay, so you are part of the minority. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you. Hey, all right, I'm putting you on mute, so if you're talking, nobody can hear you. David, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. It says Watchdogs Lives for a while and pay attention to the large number of LGBT plus people who fully support and appreciate Doug. Hint, it's a lot, me included. David, thank you so much. I appreciate you. W. David in the comments. This guy was probably speaking. I just put him on mute. All right, man. There's really not much else I can say to you because you don't want to be able to listen at all. I gave you bills and you just didn't want to hear it. Are you there?
I wasn't speaking. You want to put me on mute? Go ahead.
Okay. Can we talk about any harm that's being done? Can we talk about any harm that's being done towards the LGBT plus community? Any harm?
I think you're doing harm. That's what we are talking about.
Okay, great. So, for example,
your harm.
Okay,
let's
cool.
talk about your harm.
Okay, we're going to be talking about the harm being done towards the LGBT plus community, and I want you to acknowledge it. Okay. So, Trump's executive order banning gender-affirming care for anyone under the age of 19. Is that something that you support?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
I don't think anybody 18, 19 should be going to war. I don't think they should be cutting off any of their private parts. I don't think they should be doing anything like that because at 18, 19, I had no idea what I wanted in life.
Okay. So they shouldn't be able to make any medical decisions until they're 18?
And it's people like you.
Can they make any medical decision? Just answer the question. Are they allowed to make any medical decision?
Yes.
Okay. But it sounds like just not gender-affirming care. They're not allowed to make that decision. But every other one they can.
I think when it comes to cutting off their private parts, it's probably...
somebody disliked you so much they paid to kick you. Goodbye. Veronica, thank you for the 20 on Cash App. It says to kick this whiny little bitch. Thank you, Veronica. Really appreciate you. W. Veronica in the comments. All right, let's just get to another guest on TikTok. That way Erica can join in because I really prefer to have a group convo. Because I know she wanted to say a lot of stuff. Oh, we spoke to this guy yesterday. Thank you, guys. Make sure you send in the heart me if you can, okay? MJD, you're loading. I'll give you another second. Guys, remember, if you're opposition, just hit the request button. Yeah, we spoke to him yesterday. I don't remember specifically what we spoke about, but I remember it was annoying. That's all I remember. All right, well, he's not loading. Let's just get to the next one. Donnie, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm great. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
26.
26. All right. Did you vote for Trump, or do you happen to have an issue with the LGBT plus community? Either one?
I am LGBTQ, and I did vote for Trump.
Ooh, what?
At the time, I agreed with his ideals.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel now?
There are some things that I do agree with what he's doing, but there are also some things that I disagree with.
Okay. As far as the LGBT plus community goes, what are your thoughts on that? I know you're part of the community, but you voted for him, so I'm confused as to why you voted against their own interests, your own interests.
Well, I didn't vote against any interest. That's the thing that y'all keep. If I may speak before
you're allowed to speak. You're allowed to speak.
Perfect. So I'm cool with like all of our movements and everything. Like, you know, I love our trans girls. I do. I love all of our gay, bi, like,
and a weird thing to say,
or asexual people. everything like that. But whenever, like, the thing that I agree with Trump is that we should not be talking about kids within or like doing anything with children.
Right,
That
right.
is the only thing that kind of
Hmm.
like, because I have nephews
Okay, I got it.
and
We got it. I got
I
it. I
have
got
a
it. I got it.
niece.
I got it. I got it. You can't monologue, please. Like you have to be able to get to the point. I get what you're saying. Okay, but yeah, that's what we want. We want the medical community to be able to do what they need to do, whatever they have to do, along with their patients, and make the best decision in their own interest. Not have the government intervene, like what Trump is trying to do. So I agree. We should just
That's
let
not
them
what
be.
he's trying to do though, which is
Well,
kind
no,
of funny.
no.
Yes, it
But what?
is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Why? So why did he write that executive order banning gender affirming care for anyone under the age of
Okay,
19? He solely is trying to make medical decisions for people, or tell them what
no.
medical decisions they can and can't do. Yes, he
So
is by
can
that
you
executive order.
explain to me what the medical decision was? Like, realistically, can you explain to me what that
Hmm?
decision was?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It was banning any gender affirming care for anybody under the age of 19, Donny.
I'll pull it
And
up. I'm going to
wasn't
pull up the
this
executive order.
for? Oh, wait.
It's
Because this
executive
is
order
the
one
funny
four one
part.
eight seven.
Wasn't this for the military
No, that's a
No,
different one.
specifically?
That's a different one. That's a
Exactly.
different
no.
one.
Because
That's a different one, Donnie.
wait. Let's
Donny,
go.
the
Let's go
military
because
are
I am
Donnie,
Donny,
slow.
listed.
Donnie,
I
chill the
am
fuck
listed
out.
in the military,
Donny,
and
Donny,
Congrats.
I
Donny,
am
Donnie,
listed
Donny.
in the
Donnie, shut the
military.
fuck
So
up.
why are we trying to
Donnie,
spew?
that's a
Donny,
different one.
the military, Donny, are typically over the age of 18. So this isn't
Yes.
about the military, Donny.
Okay, so what age group is it about?
I've
Anyone under
told
the
you
age of
the age
19.
group.
Yeah.
It's not about the military, though.
Wait. What age group? And
Oh,
host,
Jesus
please
Christ.
don't
I have said
intervene.
it so much.
Host,
Donnie,
I am asking
you have to listen and use your ears. It's Executive Order 14187. It's banning gender affirming care for anyone under the age of 19. Stop asking the age. Under 19. That's it. That's the last time I'm going to tell you.
that's the whole deal. And which state is that from?
It is
All
not
Because
a
of
that's
state.
from a
them.
All
state.
of them. All
That's
of them, Donnie.
not
No, all of
that's
them.
not like
That's right, Doug.
Gee, I
Let
can't.
me.
Good.
not
Donny,
Supreme Court.
Donny.
Not Supreme Court.
Executive orders. Do they apply to specific states, or are they presidential and therefore apply federally across the whole country, Donny?
Am I allowed to speak now?
Can you answer my question?
No, I'm going to ask you to answer or to ask it.
No, answer my question.
I can't answer your question if I don't know what the question was.
Okay.
I was
I'm
simply
gonna
trying
hang on,
to
Donny.
speak.
Okay,
And
I'll ask it again. Just shushies.
Thank you.
Okay. What does the word okay. Who can issue an executive order?
Wait, you said who can
Issue an executive order.
Yeah, the president.
Right. And if the president issues an executive order, does it apply to a single state or does it apply across the whole country?
Well, that's actually kind of bare because it really depends.
Okay,
No.
if it doesn't state in the executive order that it applies to specific areas of the country, is it for the whole country or is it for a particular state?
Well, I mean, to be realistic, it does depend on.
No, we're not doing this, Donny. It doesn't depend. An executive order is applied to the
Why do I
entire
keep
country.
getting muted?
Because you're dumb as fuck and I'm just gonna get rid of you.
Okay.
I took an executive decision.
Sorry, I just had to text somebody back. It's a client. All right,
That's
guys, let's bring
okay.
it up to the next guest.
I
If
just
there's no, he
booted
was
him.
getting dumb. He was getting
I
dumb.
booted him because he was dumb as fuck.
All right, let's get to the next. MJD wants to come up. Thanks, guys. MJD, are you there? Hey, I just need to know you're ready for TikTok terms of service.
35.
Okay, and you voted for Trump?
I did not.
Okay. What prompted you to join? Do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community? Do you have an issue with the
You were
LGBT plus
talking about
community?
with SB 1580.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Okay. So, what is your issue that you have?
Yeah. So, yeah, my issue is that while the cause is good, it tends to, from my experience, it tends to be filled with professional victims and provocateurs that aren't really interested in gaining acceptance more than just attracting attention. They seem to be putting on a big performance.
What's this performance?
The performance is that we are big victims. There's all these bills against us. Everyone hates us and wants us unalived. But in reality, people don't dislike the community for their cause. It's just filled with assholes.
Okay, so what do you make of all the anti-LGBT plus bills? So are you saying that people in that LGBT plus community should just ignore it?
No, so what I'm saying is that the bill, SB 1580, is not anti-LGBT. You guys are just interpreting it as that to seem like victims. I don't think you actually know what that bill is about.
Yeah, it has absolutely harmed people part of the LGBT plus community. There has been actual examples of people who are gay or trans that have been harmed via that bill. You're right. That doesn't. Yes, it can harm others, but it harms them as well. It's not exclusive towards them, but it does include them.
But it's not an anti-LGBT bill, as you guys are purporting. There are many things that hurt many people, and the answer is no. It hasn't hurt that many because I don't think you know what the bill is.
I do know what the bill is.
We do know what the bill is, MJD.
So I have a question. So what type of doctors have to conform to that bill? All doctors?
They don't have to conform it. They have the option to deny care. That's what it is. It sounds like you don't.
All doctors have the option to deny care?
If I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up
No,
so we can read it word for word.
I want to know what.
No, I do want to pull it up because you don't know it. Yes, they don't have to do it.
I do know it.
They don't have to do it. They have the ability to be able to do it, and there's no legal repercussions.
No, that's not true. Not all doctors can. Emergency doctors cannot. And second, the patient must be informed prior to the appointment that the person has those grounds and those beliefs. You haven't read the bill in depth. You've read the Wikipedia 3 lines at the LGBT.
I have the bill right in front of me. I have the bill right in front of me.
You might have it down, but you haven't read it. You haven't read it.
I have it. It's not that many. So I have it in front of me. I can read through it right now.
Please read it right now. Please do.
Okay. Providing that protections of medical conscience. I can't read it if you keep fucking talking. Providing that healthcare providers and healthcare payers have the right to opt out of participation in or payment for certain health services on the basis of conscientious, I can never say that word, based objections, providing requirements for a healthcare provider's notice and documentation of such objection, providing whistleblower protections for healthcare providers and healthcare payers that take certain actions or disclose certain information relating to the reporting of certain violations, prohibiting boards or the Department of Health, if there is no board, from taking disciplinary action against or denying a license to an individual solely based on a specific conduct. So there won't be any repercussions to it if they do deny the care. You can talk now. And guys, we can get to new gets at 50,000 likes or like 2 galaxies.
Okay, so one, it said certain medical services, not all, so emergency doctors cannot refuse this. And also, if you continue to read, it said certain services, and they cannot be held liable by the medical board. They can certainly still be held criminally liable, and they can still be sued.
I don't know why you're trying to justify this to make it sound like any harm that it's doing is still a bad thing, and you're still trying to justify it.
No.
Hang on. Can I ask a question, MJD?
No.
MJD, I want to ask you a question about the bill. Where in the bill does it say that emergency?
There's a delay.
I'm sorry, what? I'm having trouble hearing you.
There's a delay.
Where in the bill does it say that emergency doctors... Where in the bill does it say that emergency doctors... You're lagging so badly.
I'm sorry. that my lag or is that your guys? My apologies.
It's
Is that
your
me?
lag. It's you.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the bill doesn't need to say it because there are superseding bills of emergency medicine that say under no circumstances can a doctor or physician withhold life-saving care. And this bill does not specifically trump that bill. That's why a bill doesn't have to specifically say something. I don't think you know the law there. So it doesn't need to say it. And second, as to the host thing that they said is, I agree, but the point is this. You are the one that brought that up as an anti-LGBT bill. It's not.
because it harms them.
Actually gives, so everything that harms the LGBT community is anti-LGBT? Well, that's some poor logic. That's the definition of victimhood. Oh, well,
nobody wants to be LGBT. Nobody wants to be a victim. I don't know where you get this idea that people want to be a victim.
Oh, sure they do. Of course they do. Because then they have an excuse. That's a well-known
excuse
pathology.
For what? An excuse for what? What's this excuse for?
It's an excuse as to why they're not succeeding, as to why they're not doing well, as to why people don't like them. It's a it's a coping mechanism because the vast majority of the community can't stand not existing in the minds of others. Most people aren't cared about. Besides your family.
MJD, I want you to prove your claims.
What claim would you like me to prove?
I'd like you to prove that the reason that the LGBTQIA plus community is concerned about these bills is because they can't stand not existing in the minds of other people, please.
Obviously, that cannot be proved, and you asking to do that is not a good faith point of conversation.
You said you were a doctor. He said he was a doctor yesterday. You're a doctor, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am a medical doctor. And I don't also, wait a minute, I don't think it's necessary for me to talk about what specific my practice is. I don't need to dominate myself.
I didn't ask.
Stop it. Nobody asked you that. And by the way, if you are a medical doctor who is currently transporting yourself and you are on a TikTok live, you really need to think about what you are doing.
All right, let's get to another guest because it's
let's talk about the issue. Yeah, I would imagine.
Are you driving? Are you driving?
No, I'm sitting and by the road. I'm walking in the wind. Is that not okay? But I'm walking.
Doug,
I'm walking. I'm taking a break from work.
He wouldn't keep cutting in and out.
Walking. What the fuck? Guys, we're looking for opposition. Please don't be driving. Come on. It's not that difficult. Just have a good argument. Don't drive. Be above 18.
He's both sitting by the side of the road and walking at the same time.
I don't understand how you can try to justify that. Like he was like, well, it harms other people, therefore it's not anti-LGBT plus. Well, that's not really helping your argument right there. Okay, it harms more people. That makes it even worse. All right, let's get to this next guest over here. Remember, guys, we're looking for opposition.
If that's true about not giving people emergency care, about you have to give people emergency care and that doesn't supersede other bills, why are there cases of women unaliving from ectopic pregnancies? And if you have to render emergency care, how are hospitals able to, despite other laws within states, not render emergency care to women who require it? Because we can see hospitals actively not doing that right now.
Hey, Thomas, you can come on up. I am almost especially looking for people who are MAGA that think they don't hate the LGBT plus community. You're the people I would want to speak to. And if you're in the tube, you can call on them as well. If you're enjoying live, hit the subscribe button, please. Oh, Phil, thank you for the Philip. November, thank you for the super. Sorry, guys, on YouTube. This is like my first time doing the super chat thing, so a little slow. Sorry, I'm just getting to it. Philip November, thank you for the 5 on super chat. Says, sorry, I got to disagree. There are people who want to be seen as victims. They just happen to be white, Christian, and conservative. Philip, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. And sorry, I just read it out. I will be much better at it. All right, somebody's calling on in. They never have good audio, though, when they call on in. Guess, how you doing? Are you there? Hey, I just need to know your age. How old are you?
Yeah, I called him earlier, but I think he couldn't hear me.
Oh, yeah, god damn it. Why does everybody have shitty fucking audio? Hey, if you're calling on in, you gotta have good audio, because it's gonna be really, really difficult to hear.
Please make sure you have a phone manufactured within the last 20 years. Thank you. I love the way the guy in the comments saying you will need to find God is telling other people in the comments that he hopes they find their heart. Like, what weird kind of backwards Christianity is that? Like, saying that people don't exist and saying, but you should believe in God. Like, what are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I mean, it could be the Bluetooth thing. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Who knows?
How are you today, Douglas?
Good. Slow start to the day. It kind of like took my while to get going today, but
I'm
here
gonna
I
check
am.
now. I'm gonna check now since you said yesterday that I don't actually care. So
You're always gonna remember that, right?
I sure am. The next time
I
you
bet.
call me up, the next time you call me wanting to chat, I'm going to be like, no, Doug, please remember I don't care.
Yep. Ellie, thank you. Oh, that's a cute little gift. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate it. Also, I do have room for another mod or two. I might even have more, because I think there's still a couple that used to mod for me that don't anymore. So somebody wants to be one, you can. Obviously, I need to know who you are and all that stuff. Thank you for that, I guess. Also, I need more on YouTube. I definitely need more on YouTube. So if anybody watches on YouTube, I definitely need more mods there.
The person in the comments who said it was my first time in yesterday, and even I remember. Doug doesn't remember things, okay?
Sometimes conveniently, sometimes not so much.
Sometimes very conveniently. Is it, Doug, I want to ask you a moral question.
Oh gosh, okay.
Is it wrong if someone were to order Thai food but cook their own rice? Am I depriving a small business of revenue in favor of my own pocket?
You're cooking your own rice, but you're getting everything else from them?
Well, I'm only getting one thing. I'm getting like a main dish from them and then cooking my own rice.
No, you have the ability to cook what you want or get what you want. You already got something from them.
Well,
I don't think you don't owe or obligated to buy something from them.
I suddenly realised I have my own rice cooker, which cooks rice exactly the same as I get it from the Thai place.
Well, then there you go. Saves you money.
I could spend 20 pence cooking rice that would cost me £5.50 from the Thai place.
Yeah, exactly. Can you just buy rice? I don't think I've never cooked rice on my own.
I tell you what, guys, if you want to change your kitchen situation, buy yourself a rice cooker. It's unbelievable.
By the way, for the people who said they want to be a mod, just message me, because I won't be able to do it here. Just message me on TikTok and we can go from there. Okay.
I've had a haircut as well, Doug.
Ooh, that looks really good.
I've had my.
I really like it a lot. That looks great. You got that today or yesterday?
Today. I went after work.
I like it. It's very pretty. How long did it take the haircut?
Not 45 minutes. Because
that's pretty short.
Because it's curly, I don't have it fully blow dried.
Mm-hmm.
So she cut you call them bangs. I call it a fringe.
We do. Bangs, yes. No,
She
it looks good
can't.
on you. Looks very. Do you have color in there? Like, I'm trying to see. Do you have a little bit of color in there,
Oh
or like
yeah,
blonde or whatever?
it's all color, Doug. If you look at my roots,
Uh huh.
it's all color. I'm elderly, Douglas.
But did you always have that? Because I don't know if I remember. I feel like the color of your
I
hair looks a
didn't
little different
have
now.
because when I got the fringe cut in, I had more highlights put in the
Okay,
bangs. So I have highlights elsewhere, but I had more put in the front.
gotcha. Well, looks great.
Don't say that, Ray. I'm not turning you straight. Listen, if I could pick this, I am proof that you can't pick your sexuality. Because if I could, I definitely wouldn't. Why are you saying minge, Pete? That's fringe, not minge. Anyway, if you could pick your sexuality, I would not pick straight. I am proof that you can't pick your sexuality.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of women today. That if they could, they wouldn't be into men. I can see that. I can
I've
definitely see
always
that.
thought that I could, like, I think I could probably fall in love with somebody of any gender. I don't know whether it's just that I've only fallen in love with men or whether I don't know, but it's never happened for me.
I'll never say never. There's a first
I'm
time for
not
everything.
saying never. I'm not saying, but I'm not gonna. I'm straight because that's all I've experienced. So
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I would say until I'm 33 right now. I don't know why I said right now. I'm 33. I would say until my mid 20s, mid upper 20s, I just always identified as straight, and then yeah, from from there I started exploring different stuff. But prior to then, I thought I was just totally straight.
I do.
But life
Although
changes.
I have so many ex-boyfriends who are bisexual.
Yeah.
Like so many. Like the majority.
It's probably a lot more common than the stats would show, I would imagine. I mean, being a guy, I think there's a lot of things that hold a guy back from not even just outwardly admitting it, but even to themselves. I think that's a hard, very difficult thing to do for many men.
Well, I think as well, like a lot of the bisexual men that I know came out when they were younger, they thought I find men attractive, that must mean that I am gay.
Hmm.
And so they came out as gay, and then when they actually kind of looked at it, they were like, hang on a minute. I also think she is very attractive. So maybe I'm not gay, maybe. And I think because, especially people of my age, being bisexual wasn't talked about.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's fair. But I,
and
I
I
think there's a,
also do, oh, sorry, I also do think there's quite a lot of, there can be some anti-bisexual kind of within the community of, people thinking that people are only saying that to fit in or I don't know, whatever.
hold on one second. Yeah, but I think there's a difference between like recognizing someone as attractive and being attracted to them. Right? Like I can see certain people and recognize like, hey, that's an attractive person, but I'm not attracted to them. You know?
Oh no, I agree. I agree with that's not what I'm saying when I say that. I'm saying that they are attracted to them. But because they had that attraction to men when they were younger, and that then I don't know, that then made because weren't aware that being bisexual was a thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so if they were attracted to men, they had to be gay. It is really complicated. I think people I just think figuring out who you are as a human is complicated enough. But especially in a society where the things that you're feeling might not be accepted.
Yeah, well, I think that's like a big thing that holds a lot of people back. Obviously, because I don't know. You're right. It is a very complicated thing, but yeah, I think probably more people have I don't want to say like fluidity with their sexuality, but I think it's probably less concrete than people would think. Or, yeah, I think just in general it's less concrete. All right, let's bring this guest up over here. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. If you're joining live, follow myself, follow Erica. If you're watching on the tube, subscribe. Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate it. Oh, man, you're loading. Okay. Guys, remember, we are looking for people that have an issue with the LGBT plus community or voted for Trump and or. All right, Omen, you are loading, so I'll bring it back down. All right, we got a guest over here. Now, Denise, you keep requesting. And guys, I do have clients in a few hours that I need to work out at the gym, so but I'm good for a few hours, so I thought I had to go here in a minute, but I don't actually, so I'm good. Good to go. Thank you for the heart me. What time is it right now, Erica? Wait, 8 o'clock?
It's nearly 9 p.m.
Nearly 9. Okay.
Yeah. Is it? Hang on, I can't actually see. Sorry, I'm not peeing. I'm just cleaning a bowl.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, 8:58. See, I actually have a really good stream.
I'm happy to hear that. That's important. You got to have a good stream. Thank you, Udro. Oh gosh, if you guys ever want entertainment, look at the YouTube comments. The YouTube comments are very, very entertaining. Somebody says, we hate your... Are they trying to say we hate your incest? I don't know what they're trying to say. But you guys can call on in. You guys can call on in.
Typically, the YouTube comments really hate me. Like
they
really
do. They really do.
Dislike me.
Yeah, they very much so.
What they don't realise, Doug, is that hating me charges my engine.
Hey, I'll take it though. Yes, that is true. Yeah, David, I saw that, but I don't think they were trying. I saw that, but I think they were still trying to say incest. That is a common thing they tend to say, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, if you guys can subscribe to YouTube, even if you don't generally watch there, just trying to build that one up. I kind of just started the YouTube thing not super long ago.
Do you think that guy who's the doctor won't tell people his speciality? Do you think it's because it's something...
It's probably something stupid. He's probably like a chiropractor, like one of those... Not to take away from anybody that's a chiropractor, by the way, but I typically see a lot of like pseudoscience stuff from chiropractors who turn to like a fitness influencer and stuff like that. That's like a very common thing.
Isn't Dr. Berger chiropractor?
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. If it's the guy
Berg.
Oh god, yeah, he's awful. That guy pushes so much. It's not even pseudoscience. It's just complete misinformation. That guy.
Well, he's a Scientologist. Did you know?
He is no, he is a Scientologist. I do know that. But yeah, like he just says stuff that's just so objectively incorrect, and it baffles me that people believe him and people listen to him. And obviously, as you guys know, I definitely respect people who are in the medical community. However, though, we often see, again, like with fitness influencers, they'll put doctor in front of their name, and maybe they are, maybe they aren't, whatever. But then it automatically causes people to start listening to them and just taking their word for it simply because of that. And that's when they start pushing a lot of misinformation.
I found that Dr. Berg guy when my gallbladder was really bad, and they told me that I had to have it out. And he was saying that under no circumstances should you have your gallbladder removed. And I was like,
Jesus.
But I'm in such a lot of pain.
What was his reasoning for that?
I can't remember. And then he was like, but if you have had it out, here are some supplements that I'm selling.
Of course. That's always it, guys. There's always a supplement. They create a problem. Can you guys hear me? I'm far away from the computer.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, they create a problem that likely doesn't exist, or exaggerate a problem that may possibly exist, and then they sell you a supplement for that. Very, very convenient. And then these are the same people that say, well, you shouldn't listen to Big Pharma because they make so much money off of you. Well, you're doing the same thing with supplements. Doing the exact same thing. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm making a protein shake.
Oh no, Doug's getting food and I'm getting food at the same time.
All right, got that. And remember, if you're opposition, hit the request button at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Got told vitamin D would cure your ADS. Cole, you can come on up. Nobody's trying to talk to children about sexuality. You guys are just chock full of misinformation. I don't know. It bothers me because you guys see stuff on Facebook or whatever social media that you use, and you just decide to believe it. You don't decide to fact check it. You don't decide to look into it at all. It's something that you agree with, and you're like, all right, well, it must be true. Cole, that's something that you need to stop doing. Is he still doing stuff? So is that Dr. Eric Berg? Is he still like pretty prevalent? Is he still active doing stuff? How long ago was it that you? Yeah, I'm gonna look
I
it
had
up.
my gallbladder out in I was going to say 19. No, it wasn't the last century. 2019, I had my gallbladder out.
Let's see.
I think it might have been 2018 actually.
He has way too many followers and subscribers. Way too much. 47 million? No way. It says 47 million followers worldwide, including like all social medias and stuff. I mean, I guess I could possibly see that because he is very, very, unfortunately, well known. But yeah, he pushes. What does he push? Yeah, he pushes the keto diet a lot and intermittent fasting, and he sells a lot of supplements based around that. Thank you, Tammy. Well, I mean, we have enough people in here, but nobody's requesting for the past bit, so I'll give it a few more minutes and maybe we'll restart. Intermittent fasting destroyed your eating habits. It can definitely set people up who have potential for eating disorders. Because intermittent fast, if anybody doesn't know what intermittent fasting is, it's a diet where you're supposed to eat within a certain window, and it could differ depending on how you're doing it. But sometimes you're fasting for like 16 hours, then you eat for 8. Sometimes it's more extreme where you're fasting for like 20 hours and eating for 4. And there's even more extreme ones where you like do alternate day fastings. And for some people it can work, but other people who have the potential for eating disorders, who have had them in the past, it can set them up for that. It's forcing yourself to eat in a certain window, and if you have a propensity for that type of thing, you may very well start overeating a lot. Yeah, a lot of binging. But there's nothing special with it, with intermittent fasting. The people who really try to sell it, they say that there's all these special benefits to it, that you're going to get some sort of unique weight loss, unique health benefits. The research doesn't back it up at all. The reason why intermittent fasting causes people to lose weight is because you're fasting for a good part of the day. You're eating less calories. Of course you're going to lose weight. But when they did research, and this isn't just one study, there's a lot of research where they compare for calories, where they have a whole group of people do intermittent fasting. They're eating over a small window. They track their calories, and then they compare it to a group of people who eat kind of continuously throughout the day, like how people generally would. no difference in weight loss when they compare for calories or equate for calories. Same exact weight loss. Anyways, I don't want to make this a fitness and nutrition thing because I know that bores some people.
No, I think it's the same as anything. If you're doing it sensibly and it works for you, why not? But if you have a propensity towards disordered eating, then it's probably not for you.
Yeah. Well, that's the case with a lot of fad diets. So yeah, I think people should be wary of fad diets in general for that very reason.
I remember watching a thing on the BBC once where they did this. I think it might have been on Channel 4 actually. They did this thing where they had 3 people who were doing these different fad diets.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the women was like, she'd lost a ton of weight and she was like, I need to stop this now because I can see what I'm going to be like. I can see that my attitude to this is becoming unhealthy. So I need to stop this before it gets worse. And I think if you have that level of kind of self-awareness that that you can see yourself going down a slippery slope.
Yeah.
But most people don't have that level of self-awareness.
No, that's true. You're right. I think a lot of it happens just through experience and through going through those things over time, right? It's going to be hard to recognize it if you haven't had those types of experiences. Unfortunately, you sort of have to go through it. All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing. If you're just joining live and you have to send your heart me, if you can go ahead and do that, that would be great. Hey, guys, we're just looking for ops, okay? Only people who disagree. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to restart or what? We haven't got a guest in like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. I'll leave it up to you guys. And I'll restart doing the same topic. I won't change topics. Restart, as we get somebody requesting right now. Let's bring up this guest first. Thanks, Coach. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm sorry. I requested by accident. I'm so sorry.
No worries. You're all good.
But
You're all
wait,
good.
while I'm here, can I tell?
No. We're only looking for opposition. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll restart. I'll end it and just start back right away. So it'll be 2 seconds. I'm not gonna take any time in between. All right. So make sure you follow me if you don't already, and I will see you all very, very, very quickly. All right, just like that, we're back. All right, I know some people messaged me on TikTok about the mod stuff. I'll get to you in a bit. Volume. I don't know how many mod spots I have left. I need to check, but I think I have a few. But I can always make more because, again, I think there's a few people that don't mod for me anymore. Thank you. I know a few people said they modded or they messaged me. I don't know. Let me ask. And welcome back, guys. We just restarted. So for anybody that's just joining, I was live for a little bit, but we decided to restart. The fuck? I'm trying to. You replied in the mod chat. Yeah. So I was asking in the previous slide before I restarted if anybody else wanted to be a mod because I have a few extra spots and we probably need some more. And they said they messaged me, but I don't see my messages. I don't know what's going on. No, Andrew, you're good. I'm keeping the mods who are still active. I'm just getting rid of the ones who are not really really in the live much anymore. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I don't know. It's weird because I saw the message, like the notification pop up at the top of my screen that so-and-so messaged me, and now I don't see the message. It's just not here. Very, very annoying. Yeah, no, again, I'm not taking away any mods who are still here. I know the ones who are still active, so don't worry. Yeah, no, Summer, you're totally okay. You're okay. If you guys can keep tapping and sharing, though, that'd be great. And we do have the little gift goal there at the top of the roses, if you guys want to help hit that. All right. Hey, Katie, if you're in here, I just saw your message about modding, but you got to leave a comment because I have to do it by clicking on somebody's profile while live. So if you're in here, just leave a comment. Why are you trying to make us believe that or something? No, you're not. Pam, you can come on up. I don't know why you guys love to hide in the comments so much. Just come on up. All right, there you are, Katie. I will mod you. Give me 2 seconds. All right, you're good to go. Are there rules that you should know? Nothing specific comes to mind. No, nothing specific comes to mind. Just use your best judgment. Hey, guest, how you doing?
Yo, what's good?
Hey, I just need to know your age. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Alrighty. And do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
I mean, I'm more of like a you do you type of person, but at the same time, like, why do you think everybody hates you?
I'm not saying everybody hates me. Never said that.
Oh, so you were, so you weren't generalizing with the MAGA?
I'm not saying everybody hates me. I'm saying anybody that voted for Trump is putting harm towards the community. Yeah, their vote causes harm and hate towards the community for sure.
Oh, how does that cause harm?
Yeah, so there's been many executive orders by Trump harming the LGBT plus community, and Republicans over the last 4 or 5 years have put forward thousands of anti-LGBT plus bills. Literally thousands. I'm not exaggerating. There's been over 500 this year alone.
Cool. Like, what's one that like harms the community?
I'll use the same example that we used with the previous one. In Florida, the state that I live in, SB 1580, you can deny medical care to somebody based on your religious or moral beliefs. And it has since harmed people of the LGBT plus community. There have been people
Cool.
who have been part of the LGBT plus community that have been denied health care on that.
Cool, but like, what kind of healthcare do you specifically need other than like the normal human healthcare?
I think that's sort of besides the point. I think the fact is that they have the ability now to do that, and that should be a bad thing. But you seem to be wanting to.
Well, I'm just like I'm curious, like what outside of like just normal human healthcare, like what other healthcare is essential?
Any healthcare, the healthcare provider has the ability legally, and they won't get any repercussions to deny them healthcare.
Okay, but like that's what I'm at. Like, what's the healthcare? Like, what specifically is it?
Whatever the healthcare is, whatever it is,
Like
anything that you can go to a doctor for.
Chemotherapy or I don't know. What?
Chemo is normal.
Who
Yes,
said it was
any
for
healthcare.
any
Any healthcare.
healthcare?
What do you mean by normal?
Like, that's what I mean. Just that's normal for anybody. Chemo, if you need it. I thought you were talking about specifically like stuff for the
No.
community.
No.
No,
Any
it
healthcare.
means that they can deny it to members of the LGBTQIA plus community. So if you walk into the doctor's office to get your chemotherapy and you are with your partner, or they realize you are a trans person, they can deny you on the basis of your sexuality or of your gender.
That doesn't really sound legal.
Well, it
Okay,
is.
and yet,
or makes any sense. Not
okay,
gonna lie.
and yet,
I can pull up the bill. I can read it out to you.
Okay.
Give me one second, or give me a few seconds. SB 58, Florida. All right, here it is coming up. Okay, I'll just read it word for word. If this loads. All right, so it is Bill SB 1580, providing that healthcare providers and healthcare payers have the right to opt out of participation in or payment for certain healthcare services on the basis of conscience, back again, never say that word, based objections, providing requirements for healthcare providers, notice, and documentation of such objection, providing whistleblower protections for healthcare providers and healthcare payers that take certain actions or disclose certain information relating to the reporting of certain violations, prohibiting boards or the Department of Health, if there is no board, from taking disciplinary action against or denying the license to an individual based solely on a specific specified conduct. So there would be no repercussions for that. What they are saying?
Okay, cool. Question.
Mm-hmm.
In what part of that does that target the community in any way?
Yeah, it says that they can opt out of providing healthcare based on their moral beliefs, religious beliefs.
Okay, cool. But
And
where that targets the community?
okay.
it already has.
That just
Who
sounds
would you
like for anybody.
hang on? Let's just think about this in a logical way.
Okay.
Who might a provider have a moral objection to providing care for?
I mean, anybody. It's a case by case basis.
Well,
I see no targeting in that.
okay.
I think you're being very disingenuous.
I mean, disingenuous.
So, hang
bro.
on.
Such a buzzword.
Right. Okay. Is there anybody who a provider couldn't possibly have a moral objection to treating?
I still don't see the correlation.
Okay, can you answer my question though?
Okay, again, anybody. Like, I don't understand.
Well,
the
no, there's a
targeting
ton of
rule.
you can't right, okay. You can't have a moral objection to treating somebody who comes from a group that you come from, right? Because if they come from a group that you come from, your morals must align with theirs, correct?
Doesn't have to, but it can. Like you see how it doesn't make any sense anymore.
No, I see how you don't make any sense anymore and how you're not able to think. I see that.
No, I just don't.
But it's already
like
harmed people in the community. But this is from 2023, so it's already harmed people part of the community. We're not theorizing; it's already happened.
What harm has been done?
The exact same thing that we're saying, that they've been denied healthcare.
What is the healthcare that's been denied?
Oh my God! Any healthcare, what do you not get? Any healthcare.
I just don't understand why you can't just say a specific case of healthcare being denied.
Oh my god! Because it can
Instead of just
apply to any.
generalizing.
It can apply to any of them. We're not talking about gender. I know you want to keep going to gender affirming care. It's not about that. Any of them.
I wasn't talking about that, but
You
you
were
did.
initially referring to that.
It's weird how you brought that up. Why do you
No,
bring that
you're the
up?
one because you brought it up before.
No, I didn't.
You
I
did.
never
You
said.
were yes. You were alluding to that. You were alluding to that's the healthcare that we were talking about.
No, you're projecting. That's not
No,
me
no,
alluding to
no. He's
anything.
You
absolutely
did.
not
Don't gaslight
projecting.
me.
No,
Do not
don't.
What?
gaslight me.
So
Do not
what did you
gaslight me.
mean? Hang on. So what did you say when you said normal healthcare? What did you mean by that? When
Like
you were asking Doug,
MRIs, broken arms,
when you were asking Doug
back
what
surgery.
kind of healthcare, and Doug was saying just healthcare in general, and you were saying, yeah, but what kind of healthcare? And I said chemotherapy, for example, and you said, but that's normal healthcare. So
Right.
you were making an assumption that there was some kind of abnormal healthcare that people were able to object to.
Well,
What
is
would
there?
that abnormal healthcare be?
You
Is
said
there
that
any abnormal healthcare?
you're the one who was alluding to it. So what would abnormal healthcare look like?
Plastic surgery.
Tammy,
That's not
thank you for
essential
the
healthcare.
Tammy, thank you for the 5 on Venmo. Says he's being a DICK. He knows that the only people that this would affect are LGBTQ people. He knows no doctor would have a moral objection to the hetero community. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think anybody would realize that. I just think you just don't want to acknowledge it.
I just fail to see what healthcare would be denied by somebody from a doctor, and you've yet to tell me. I just don't understand why.
I don't know how many times I can say this. Any health care. How else can I say that? What are you not getting when I say any health care? Like, it's not registering. What are you not getting?
Okay, so let me ask you this: why would a doctor refuse to give someone from your community MRI? Like, why?
If somebody has a moral objection to people in the LGBT plus community, they can do that.
Like, an MRI is a lot of money for an insurance company. I fail to see why a doctor would not accept that.
But they have the ability to not.
Okay, but why would they?
Because they have moral objections towards it.
Hang on.
Towards helping somebody part of the LGBT plus community.
Do you remember? Hang on. Do you remember there was a court case about a bakery who didn't want to have to make a cake for a gay couple for their wedding? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So why would they have a moral objection to making a cake for a gay couple?
Because I feel like, healthcare is way more important.
No. I'm asking you about the cake. Why would they have a moral objection to making a cake for a gay couple?
Are you asking me a question for them? Because I'm not them. I don't.
No, I'm
really
asking
know.
you. Yes, I'm asking you a question for them. Why wouldn't they make a cake for a gay couple? Why didn't they want to make a cake for a gay couple? Because I don't know if anyone knows how much wedding cakes cost, but that's a lot of money for a bakery.
Okay, but here. How about this? We can all agree that healthcare is
can
way
you
more
answer,
important.
No, can you answer my question?
So here's the thing.
No, you don't want to acknowledge it. No.
Here's the thing. I asked you a question and you're not answering it.
Guys, we're almost at 10,000 likes, so we can get to new guests at that point. If you're in your request box, hang tight. I'm going to get to you very shortly.
In fact, I was talking to a parent of somebody I teach the other day, and they were telling me that they charge £900 for a wedding cake, which would be about, I don't know, $1,300. Like, that's a lot of money. So why might they have an objection?
Oh, Erica, wait, you're British?
Oh my God! Hey, somebody disliked you so much they paid to kick you. Tammy, thank you for the 20 on Venmo. W Tammy once again says no. FM, he's being purposely obtuse and argumentative. Tell him if I have a runny nose and I want to go to the doctor, he can refuse to see me if I'm part of the LGBTQ community. Kick his dumb ass. Thank you, Tammy. W Tammy in the comments. I don't understand what he wasn't getting about it. It seems pretty straightforward to me.
No, he was getting it, Doug. He was getting it. He was being obtuse.
Well, yeah, because I think they would have to acknowledge what we're talking about otherwise, and they're obviously not going to do that. All right, guys. Again, we're looking for ops, so if you're in a request box and you agree with Eric and I, please drop. If you are in opposition, just hang tight. We'll get to you shortly. Prince, how you doing? Prince, are you there?
Great. I just wanted to point out that there are. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I am only looking for opposition, by the way, so is there something that you disagree with?
No. I was just going to point out something for the sake of the obtuse guy before.
No, I get it. Guys, again, I'm only looking for opposition. Please, please, please. Again, don't take it personally. We're looking for ops. We're looking for debates here. Austin, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How about you?
I'm doing great. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
39.
39. Okay. Do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
So, man, I just want to know. And all right, so I'll answer your question. I don't, but have you had someone come up here and go, man, I hate? And if they did say they hate, what are their reasons? I can disagree with y'all on some things, so I'm not just a complete, you know what I mean?
Well, what is it you disagree?
Yes,
so what is it you disagree with? We have, people have done that.
Lots of times.
What is it that you disagree with, though?
So you were, and man, I need to do my own research, but when you were talking with old guy, and it seemed like, man, he was circling the wagons, but it did seem like he was trying to get an answer out of you. And I was, I'm listening, I'm sitting here doing notes, so like I'm not listening all the way. So maybe you said it when he was like, man, name the healthcare, because like just the thought of that of a doctor, so apparently there's legislation that gives them the ability to go, you know what, I don't want to treat you because you are part of this community. Has that been law?
They have the ability to not treat them without repercussions. It's not forcing them to not treat them. They have the ability to do so.
Right. Yeah, they have the option. And this is new, and this came through Trump.
This is a bill in Florida from 2023, SB 1580.
Gotcha. And if it takes root in Florida, then it might spread like wildfire. Okay. Yeah, and I guess what I was thinking the guy was asking you was what has happened, and I guess in Florida, there was a doctor that straight up was like, I'm sorry, you're not going to have treatment from me. Like that actually happened?
There's been numerous cases of people being affected by this, and even if that weren't the case, the fact that this even exists is a problem, and that's the whole part of the live is that there are legislations that's being harmed against the community, and there's none that's being done to heterosexual people. It's always towards people part of the LGBT plus community.
Gotcha.
That's what we're talking about here.
I appreciate both y'all. Go ahead and drop me. I'm going to listen.
All right. Take care.
Doug, was that guy that was up before, was he did? Is that,
it sounds familiar. What was this him again? Wait, are you the same one that was up?
Transgender surgery is not healthcare.
Is this the guy that was up before?
Yeah, the one that said that he wasn't.
Okay, no, I got
talking about
because he got paid. Was he the paid kick one?
He just said HRT. This is the point. You were trying to get at that all the time. The whole time you were up here, that is what you were trying to get to.
Yeah.
And when Doug pointed out to you that was any healthcare just for the community, you then denied that you were talking about gender affirming care. And then in the comments, you say HRT is not healthcare. HRT is fucking healthcare. I can tell you that as a 47-year-old woman. HRT is absolutely healthcare.
How do people say this stuff? Kobe, how you doing?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I just need to know your age before we move forward.
26.
Okay. And do you have some sort of issue or criticism towards the LGBT plus community?
Honestly, I don't. And I wanted to kind of like speak on the that's a big misconception because I feel like a lot of
I am only looking for opposition though. So is there anything that you disagree with?
Oh no, it's all love, brother. All love over here.
All right, Kobe. Let me go ahead and bring you down. Take care. Guys, please, I am only looking for opposition. Please. Guest, how you doing? Unapologetic.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great. I just need to know your age. How old are you?
38.
38. Okay. And do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
I absolutely do. I think it's I think pride is degenerate. I think the behavior of the LGBTQ community is wholly degenerate.
Okay. What's degenerate about it?
well, pride festivals and pride parades are one. Celebrating pride. I would take
so let's define
that to be a
degenerate.
degenerate action when you're
So
simulating sex. Hold on, when you're lack of morals. So when you simulate sex acts in the streets or at these pride parades and festivals, and there's children and adults around them. I don't think this is conducive to society. I've never seen how it.
I'm not sure where this is happening. I'm not sure where this is happening in mass and how you would be extrapolating this to the entire community.
Yeah, pride parades and pride festivals. It happens where they're walking in assless chaps, or they're walking down the street in very, very small amounts of clothing, and they're shaking their ass on people.
Don't people wear small amounts?
It does happen.
Hi, unapologetic. Just a quick question. Don't people wear small amounts of clothing on beaches, and are beaches therefore degenerate?
Yes, sure, but that wouldn't refute my argument, because I'm against that as well.
You're against people being on beaches.
That doesn't refute my argument. That's a non sequitur. Whether what they do on the beach or not is a non sequitur to the position I hold.
It's testing your logic.
I'm asking because your position, if I'm not wrong, is that because people are wearing things where you can see part of their butt, and because they are wearing not very much. I'm sorry.
Single part of them you can see.
Hi. I'm still talking. I don't know if you're aware. I don't know who dragged you up and made you think it was okay to talk over other people, but I am still talking. So your claim is that that pride parades are degenerate because you see people not wearing not very much clothing. You also see that at the beach. You also see that at the swimming pool. You see that at the gym. There are plenty of places where you see people wearing not very much clothing.
Okay.
Am I incorrect?
Sure, I can grant this, but it still wouldn't refute my position.
So do you think swimming pools are degenerate places?
Swimming pools themselves, no. The way people dress, yes.
Why is the way people dress at swimming pools degenerate?
Did I not just tell you? The small amounts of clothing.
Didn't.
Absolutely, yeah. The small amounts of clothing I would consider degenerate behavior.
Okay, what would you like someone to go swimming in?
A one piece. I mean, the bathing suits from the 1950s and 60s were very appropriate, I would say.
What makes it degenerate, though? Why, like you said, the fact that it shows skin. Why is that degenerate?
Yeah, I don't think it. Well, I take it to be the case that it's degenerate because you're pretty much just showing off your body, things that you should not be.
But why? But
you should not be showing off. It shows a lack of morals, which would be the definition.
But you're being circular. You're being circular. Why is it showing a lack of morals? What about it is harmful?
The fact that you're showing your pretty much almost your entire private areas in a public place.
Okay, but why is that? You're not showing your private areas, but why is it a bad thing that skin is showing?
Well, it depends on what amount of skin. Like, you mean their arms or their
I don't know.
cheeks?
This is you're the one who says that showing a lot of skin makes it.
I'm asking a clarifying question of what you mean by skin.
I don't know. You're the one who's using
I'm
that
asking
as I don't know. It's your argument. I don't know. It's your argument. You're the one who's saying showing skin is a bad thing. I don't know. I don't hold that belief. So I didn't say either way. I don't give a fuck either way.
Did I say skin? Or did I say your private areas or
but
most
you're not showing your private area.
Well,
your private
I'm
area
sorry,
is literally stop talking. Your private area is stop talking. Like, I'm your mummy now. Get used to it. Your private area is the area that is covered up by your swimming costume. Because by the way, I'm sorry, still talking. The butt is not.
You want to go on a whole monologue?
Yeah, I do. Get used to it. Okay, first of all, breasts are for the purpose of feeding babies. If you are sexualizing them, that is a you problem. The butt cheeks,
if women are wearing small amounts of clothing, they're sexualizing it.
The butt cheeks, no, because they're for feeding babies. No, they're for feeding babies. That is the purpose of them. That is the purpose of them on the human body. They are not a sexual
I don't even
organ.
believe in women having babies. What are you talking about?
They are for the purposes of feeding babies. A woman who is wearing a bikini top is not sexualizing herself, because that is not a sexual organ. It is an organ for feeding babies.
Hey guys, we can get to new guests at 25,000 likes.
If you think an organ for feeding babies is a sexual organ, that is a you problem. It sounds like you should go hide yourself away, because you sound like a problem.
If they're doing it to get attention, are they sexualizing themselves? Yes or no?
It doesn't matter why they're doing it. It's
Answer
still
the
an
question.
organ.
Answer the
It's
question.
still an organ for feeding babies.
Failing to answer the question.
I just
The question doesn't hold any relevance anyways. You're the one who has still yet to prove that. You're the one who has still yet to prove that, and showing an X amount of skin, an undefined amount of skin, makes them degenerate. So you got to show that, guys. We can get to new guests at 25,000 likes, and just looking for opposition, guys. I don't want to have a big panel as far as friendlies go.
You're failing to answer my question, and it is relevant.
I'm gonna tell you something, Doug. Do you know why?
Are you going to answer my question?
I'm talking. Do you know why breasts have been sexualized by men? Do you know?
Oh, me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer now.
Because they're part of the form that is considered to be feminine. Okay, so having curves is one of the things that is considered to be feminine. And
sure,
so even though...
Why is it considered to be feminine?
Because it's for feeding babies.
No, curves. You said curves. Why is curves
they're all for
considered
the purposes
feminine?
of having... Actually, every curve that is on a female is for the purpose of having babies.
Hold on, one quick thing.
But would it make a woman appear more?
Guys, one quick thing. When I said no other friendlies, if somebody, if we're talking about the trans community, obviously somebody can come up as part of the trans community, but no other friendlies beyond that. Okay, good.
Okay, so anyway, you're saying men sexualize curves, but I don't think you're understanding. Men are attracted to women who have curves because it shows that they have good birthing hips. It's for the purpose of reproduction. So that's not like they're actually sexualizing it. They're saying, "Wow, this woman can give me babies."
So
that's
no men.
That's not sexualizing it.
Hang on. No,
I'm not saying all.
That literally is. It literally. Hang on. What do you think?
Okay, so if women are wearing skimpy bikinis for the purpose of... So if women are wearing bikinis, hold on. If women are wearing skimpy bikinis for the purpose of getting attention, that's sexualizing themselves. What are you talking about?
You don't know if they're doing it for the purpose of attention. You're the one who's just...
And neither do you. Don't know if they're not. So what the fuck are you talking about?
So then why assume that they are? Why are you making that?
I'm not. I'm making a statement. If they are, then this would be the result. What are you talking about? They would be sexualizing themselves. So what are you talking about? You guys are so fucking low tier. You don't understand logic.
Very low tier. Yeah, we're very low tier. Can you still explain why it makes them degenerate?
Tell me the three laws of logic.
Can you show us why it's... Shut up. Show us why it's degenerate. You still have yet to say.
I've already demonstrated this.
No, you haven't. You said it's degenerate because it's immoral. That's it.
Yes, because if you're showing off large amounts of your body, that should be preserved for behind closed doors, or for your husband, or for the person you're married to.
I'm going to keep asking why until you get to the
lack of morals.
Why?
Because it shows a lack of morals. That's why.
That's being circular. Why?
That's not. Do you know what circular is?
Yes.
Give me the definition of circular. Go ahead,
dude. Tell us why it is bad.
Give me the definition of circular.
If you don't answer it, I'm going to kick you.
I've just answered it.
I'm going to keep asking why. So
you can't even give me the definition of the word you're using.
Shut up. Unapologetic. You said it's bad because you said it's bad because they should be showing it to their husbands. Why?
I didn't say it was bad because it was bad. That would be circular.
Okay. Tell us
Yes,
why.
because it is only because that is only should only be reserved for the other person's significant other.
Why?
And
And
why?
it shows a lack of morals. It shows a
Why?
lack of morals.
Why?
What do you mean? Why?
You're
Yeah,
not.
it's just.
Tell us why. Why does that show lack of morals?
I just fucking did. Do you not
No,
understand
you're
what you're
not.
talking
No,
about?
you are not. You are not.
I'm not telling you why.
You're not. Tell us why.
Why? I just fucking did, bro.
I can tell you why your argument was circular. Because because your
Well, first, give me the
argument,
definition of circular
excuse me,
first.
yeah, I
Give me the
can. I will. Your argument assumes the truth of your statement. So your argument is assuming that it is immoral, but you're not able to demonstrate the immorality of it.
What are you talking about? I've just demonstrated the immorality of it.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you gave an opinion. Stop. You gave an opinion that our bodies should be reserved for our significant others. That is an opinion. It's not objective. There is nothing objective about that.
Yeah, it's from my paradigm, from my Christian paradigm, I think it's immoral to show your body to anybody else other than your husband. There.
Okay, so I should cover my arms and legs as well then.
I didn't say arms or legs. That's not what I said.
Hang on though. If we can each define what modest dress is, then I'm defining for everybody that modest dress is that we all have to cover our arms and legs at all times.
Sure, that would just be personal preference, sure.
No, but the Bible only requires modest dress, and everybody's idea of what modest dress is different.
Guys, we're almost at 25,000 likes.
I'm sorry. Are you stating something that's subjective?
Serena, thank you for the $3 on Venmo. It says, last time I checked, the purpose of breasts is to feed babies. They are not sexual organs. So what part of skimpy bikini is showing something reserved for my husband? Thank you so much, Serena. That'll be Serena in the comments.
Yeah, I've already mentioned that.
Okay.
I've already demonstrated
can you tell me where in the Bible it defines what modest dress is, please?
Well, I can tell you where it says when you go to church, sure.
Okay, but we're not
specifically
in church.
say
we're not in church. We're at a pride parade.
And you let me answer the fucking question instead of keep up interrupting me, lady. Be quiet. Let me answer. You asked me a question. Let me answer.
You are very, very rude.
Fuck quiet.
You are. Oh, nah. I'm gonna go ahead and just prematurely kick you. Get the fuck out of here. We're almost at 25K anyways. Just whatever. Hey, Thickless, thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much. All right. Oh boy, oh boy. Thank you, Peabody. Very Christ-like, exactly. All right, we'll get to the next guest in a second. Again, we're only looking for opposition if you agree with Eric and I, and you're pro-LGBT+, please don't request. And if you did, just drop in a request box. And let's get to the next one.
The wild thing about this is all the New Testament says is that you shouldn't wear flashy jewelry, and you shouldn't make ostentatious shows of wealth. Bikinis are very cheap. It does say that you should dress modestly, but it doesn't give any details of what modest dress is. So if I think wearing a skimpy bikini is modest, then it is modest.
One pieces are expensive. Stacy, thank you. Hold on, let me pull this up. And we don't have anybody else in a request box, it looks like. So, mods, if you can try to invite people up from the comments, that'd be great. All right, I got 2 here to read out. Stacy, thank you for the 5. I really appreciate you. So glad you're on YouTube. I've missed your lives. Thank you, Stacy. That really means a lot. W Stacy in the comments. And Christina, thank you for the 3. Says, F that guy. Nobody tells Eric to be quiet. That's pretty much why I kicked him. Thank you, Christina. That'd be Christina in the comments. That's Christina with a K.
Nobody puts Erica in the corner, except Doug sometimes.
Like yesterday when I said that you don't care about me at all.
What's wild about that is Doug knows that's a lie. That's what's wild about that.
It was a lie.
You're very lucky. You're very lucky. I'm a forgiving Christian, Doug.
The bottom right corner. All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing. And again, if you guys don't follow, subscribe to me on YouTube. If you can subscribe to me over there, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. All righty. That MJD guy is still watching, by the way.
I forgot to say before I came up, but when I came up, Doug, this is all my personal opinion.
Okay, Johnston. Yeah, the fake doctor guy. He's watching. He seems to enjoy watching these lives.
If you were a cardiologist, I don't understand why you wouldn't say that you're a cardiologist, or you wouldn't say that you're, you know, an oncologist, or the many other types of doctor that exist.
Yeah, a little odd.
I had to take my mum back to the hospital yesterday, Doug.
Okay, didn't she just leave the other day?
Well, I took her. She sustained a gash to her leg.
Oh gosh.
The other day, and that was Friday, and then yesterday it was bright red and hot and swollen. So she has skin like a vampire. Like she has no. There is no kind of what word am I looking for? There's no rigidity or like to her skin whatsoever. So she's on antibiotics now, and she said it feels a lot better today. So that's all good.
That's good. How long do they think she's going to be in there for? I wouldn't imagine a super long time.
No, she's not in. Right? She's at home.
Oh, she was gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Oh man. How old did you say she was again? I know I just asked like yesterday, the other day.
Hang on. She will be 82 this year.
Okay.
I had to do some maths then, which is not my strong point.
Some quick math.
No, some quick maths.
Maths.
There's more than one of them, Doug.
Okay. I'm Megan. I have a lot of gas friends. What are gas friends?
Friends that are full of hot air, Doug.
That I believe. Well, Michael, I invited you to come on up. Hit the request button.
No, she does not have grandchildren, and she's very glad she doesn't have grandchildren. Not that she wouldn't like grandchildren, but she doesn't think that the modern world is a good place for children to grow up.
I wouldn't disagree. Knight, hello.
Yes, hello.
Hey, I just need to know your age. How old are you?
38.
Okay. And do you have an issue or problem with the LGBT plus community?
Yeah, I don't hate them, but I think that we shouldn't play into addiction. And I think a lot of people in the community see these types of things.
What addiction are you talking about?
Yeah, so we see a lot of it comes down to addictive personality disorders, such as risk taking, SMEX addictions, all sorts of different kind of things. It doesn't have to necessarily mean sexual, but it can mean substance abuse. So the LGBT community has 200 times more likely to smoke cigarettes than their heterosexual counterparts.
What does this have to do? Hold on. But what does any of this have to do with supporting them or not? Whether a community happens to have higher rates of this or that, why is that something? Why does that dictate whether you treat them humanely or not?
I never said they shouldn't be treated humanely. I think they need help.
Can you show the 200 times? Because that sounds like a really big number. Where did you get that from?
Yeah, I had it up here earlier.
I got my laptop right in front of me, so let me know. 200 times sounds pretty made up. That's a big ass number.
I
just
just
to
had
let you
this
know,
up.
I have
I
just
just
fact checked this.
yeah.
Just to let you know.
So LGBTQ adults are 15.3% smoke cigarettes, nearly twice as much as their heterosexual adults.
Well, that's a factor of 100 different. You said twice as much
Yeah,
versus
that's
200.
Yeah, sure. So either way, in all categories, and there's the addiction in all sorts of categories, including substance, personality issues. Even we could even go into health issues like overweight.
hang on. Can you, rather than say nevertheless, can you just tell us that you were vastly overstating that?
Yeah, I was overstating it.
Okay.
By a factor of 100 times.
Sure, yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that they're more than twice as nearly.
Okay, but
More
so
than
what are you getting at? What is your next step in this conversation?
Yeah,
what do we then do?
Like, I think and I don't think it's just the LGBT community. I think it's society as a whole. I just don't think I don't think we see it as much. This is why women post pictures such as like they have to post pictures of themselves to feel
Just
good
stay on
about
topic.
themselves.
Just stay on topic about the LGBT plus.
Sure,
What
but
about them smoking
this
more?
is why they have to have parades to feel accepted, right?
Okay.
If they don't have things that add them into the community, they don't feel accepted.
Okay, what does that
Correct
have to
or
do
no?
with smoking? What does that have to do? We can get there. What does that have to do with substance abuse, smoking, or whatever? Why bring that up?
People of the LGBT community have addictive personality traits.
Okay, but
which
hold
means
on.
that
But you're
I believe
generalizing.
that
Hold on. You're generalizing big time. Okay.
No.
Now we talked about the 2 times greater chance of smoking. Okay, but you're now extrapolating that to everybody and say they all have addictive personality.
Almost 40% of
you're also
people
going to have
in
to provide data on.
Almost 40% of people in the community have an addictive personality.
Okay, that one again, you're gonna have to cite it. You're gonna have to cite that because addictive personality is a very vague thing. That's not a diagnosable thing.
I have it.
Okay, I'm just telling you. Addictive personality is not a diagnosable thing. That's not in the DSM.
All right, you were right again. 30%, approximately 30% of the LGBTQ individuals experience substance abuse disorders, significantly higher than 9%.
Okay. Where's that from? Where's that from? What's the source?
Yeah, I'm Oh, I can't get on that website on my work computer. Hold on. Addictionhelp.com. We also can go into.
Okay. But what are you trying to get at, though?
Hang on. Can I ask my question?
Yeah. Go.
Go. Do you know what self-medicating is?
Yeah, people do it when they're addicted.
No.
All right, what's self-medication? Yeah, what's self-medicating?
Well, self-medication is when you maybe take a substance or you partake in an action that you know to be harmful to yourself, but it takes your mind off things that are bothering you. Takes your mind. Can I finish before you interrupt?
I just said yeah, go.
Do you think it's possible that a community who in a lot of places are ostracized by other community members might feel the need to self-medicate? And if you agree with that, if your answer to that is yes, do you think if society treated members of the LGBTQIA plus community better, that they would cease engaging in self-medication?
Yeah, so in countries where we see a lot of acceptance in the LGBT community, such as Thailand, the SMEX addiction in Thailand is extremely high.
But that's going to be a correlation causation fallacy. You're going to assume because of that they have a high sex addiction, and that you're also going to provide a source on.
Substance abuse in Thailand is extremely high.
Again, you're going to have to tie that directly to them being more accepting of that. You can't just make that jump of logic. Okay, you're going to have to show that to be true.
Addictive personalities. Right?
Okay. Again, addictive personality is not a diagnosable thing. It's a very vague thing. And we already have a bunch of data showing that when we treat people who have substance abuse disorders in more of like a humane way, and we don't treat them as like criminals and things like that, they often do much better. So it's like you're trying to villainize them for having substance abuse or whatever the case is. But what does this have to do with that? But what are you trying to get at?
She asked me a question.
Okay, but what are you trying to get? Are you trying to? There's only 2 options here. the two options are that they have higher rates of these things because of how society treats them, etc., how Erica just said, or you're going to insinuate that there's something inherent about being gay or trans that causes that to happen. Is that what you're saying?
No, so it's not society, and we know this because there are many marginalized groups that do not see the same thing, right? Like, you could say African Americans, are they highly sexual? I don't believe so.
Oh my God. Listen.
Oh, sorry, Doug. Go on.
Hold on. Stop. All right, we're going to stay on topic about the LGBT plus community. Okay. So now you're saying it's something inherent about being LGBT plus that causes them to have high rates of what? Okay. So what's that inherent thing? What is this inherent thing? So tell us why.
So as men have lacked the ability, and this has always existed, men have lacked the ability to obtain women. Most men do not get married and have children. Okay, we have created a society where we've made it acceptable for men that do not have the ability to attract a woman to still find love and attract a man. This allows them to feel good inside. Feeling good inside and getting a dopamine hit due to I'm
going to have to stop you. I'm going to have to stop you. Going to have to stop you.
This is why most people that are LGBTQ are ugly.
All right. That's a weird thing to say. I think you got a lot of issues, bro. Okay.
Well, they are ugly. They're all usually very unattractive.
I disagree with you.
Okay. Are you telling us it's a choice to be gay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you can choose to be gay?
Correct.
Really?
I could choose right now to get on Grindr and go sleep with a man, yes.
No, that's not what I asked. I'm not asking if you have the ability to act on things. Can you have the ability to be attracted to a guy?
Yes, I could could go right now and do whatever I wanted.
That's not what I'm asking. You're not answering me. You're not answering me in the way that you should, because I know if you answer it, it's not going to be correct for you. Okay?
Yes, you choose to be gay.
So
yes.
No. The attraction, not the action. I understand you can choose to act. You can choose to have the attraction.
Yes, people can choose to have the attraction to people.
Okay, so can you choose to be attracted to me?
Yeah, I would say you're a decently attractive man, yes.
But you could be attracted to me if you wanted to?
But I wouldn't sleep with you because I don't like men.
Okay, but if you find me attractive, maybe you're bi.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't find your parts attractive. I find you, I would say you're an attractive man, yes.
Okay, but so there's only two options here. Either you're not attracted to me and it's not a choice, or you are and you're bi.
No, why? You can say a man looks good, but you don't want his pee-pee in your poo-poo.
Okay. So then you can't be attracted to me then.
Yes, I could. You look a good man. You're not a bad looking man.
No, we've already had this conversation today. What you're saying is Doug is attractive versus you are attracted to him. Doug is asking you if you could be attracted to him. If it's a choice, could you be attracted to Doug?
Yes, I could.
Okay, then you're bisexual. You're bisexual.
That's not bisexual. I would never marry a man or do anything with a man.
That's not the prerequisite to being bisexual, to marry a man.
I would never do anything or marry a man or want to live with a man or, in fact, I think men that live together are quite cringy. I think that's weird to want two guys like, oh, let's live together and like do manly things. Like, that's weird.
Can I just take us back to a point earlier?
Like, how about you go marry a woman and take care of her?
I'm sorry. I'm talking. I went and looked up what you were saying. Oh, bye.
I didn't kick him. Nobody kicked him.
Nor did I. By the way, if you look at almost anything, it will tell you that Thailand is more accepting of LGBTQIA plus people than other countries in Asia, but it is not more accepting of LGBTQIA plus people than countries like countries in Western Europe and the United States. So when you try and make the claim that because Thailand is very accepting in terms of its neighbors, you need to, and you're saying that there is a correlation between, or there's causation between being a member of the community and addictive practices, you need to look at it in terms of all other countries, and it's actually not more accepting than like the United States or the UK or France or Germany, etc.
What's up, guest? C-Dub. How are you?
Hola.
Hey, I just need to know your age. How old are you?
32.
All right. And do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
So I'm a gay man.
Okay.
But I do have, over the years, I've learned and seen things that kind of make me want to step away from the community.
Okay. Like what?
So I get people's concerns and, disingenuality with the community, because it went from being about, equality and all that to now it's more sexualized out in public, and it's gotten a lot out of hand, in my opinion.
Okay, and you're just going off of your personal experience?
Yes, but the pride parades and all that, like they went from being, wholesome, like you could take your kids, it could be a family thing, and then now it's half-naked men.
Well, no. I think this is very anecdotal. There are absolutely pride events that are more suitable for for kids, for people under 18, and there's ones that are more suitable for adults. Okay, and leave that up to the parents to decide which ones to bring them to. It's always been that way. Listen, I went to a pride parade. I remember, God, what was it, like 2009 or something like that? I was 16, 17. I don't know. I was around that age. There was plenty of the stuff that you mentioned. There wasn't any different. Nothing changed.
Yeah, I don't think that paints a good image for anyone, regardless of your sexuality. I wouldn't want to see straight people out there naked in the streets.
Then don't go. Yeah, then just don't go then.
But I mean that literally degrades what we're doing.
Hang on. Do you think that Mardi Gras degrades people?
I mean, yeah, if you're out there showing your private parts for beads and stuff, yeah.
So it only degrades the people that are engaging in degrading activities. It doesn't degrade the whole straight community because some people show their boobies, does it?
I'm just saying it shouldn't be so sexualized.
Well, I hate to break it to you. I really do. I hate to break it to you. But the nature of anything that is to do with sexuality is going to be sexualized by its very nature of being about sexuality. And I also hate to break it to you, but prior to being gay becoming legal, it was to a larger extent than now, about sexuality, because it had to be kept secret. And lots of people were married, and the only reason they met up with other people was for the good stuff. So the idea that it's more sexualized now than it was in the past is wild.
I mean, I'm very aware of Stonewall and all that, and everything that was going on in the 90s and the 80s, and before that.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay.
I'm very aware of all that.
Is this your only objection? Is it only the pride events that you don't like? Is there anything else?
No, I think we should have stopped at the LGB.
Why? Just fuck everybody else?
Because I don't feel like that is a part of the community. It's a whole different entity of itself.
Well, no, but they are. But if you just mentioned the Stonewall Rights, then you should know that they are part of the community.
They should be an entity of themselves.
Why? What's the difference?
What do you mean, what's the difference?
Yeah, why should they be their own entity?
Okay, for one, queer shouldn't be a thing. That's part of the LGB.
Who are you to dictate all of this? Why is this upon you to dictate?
The TIA, the trans, those are female and males that want to switch their gender. Okay, great. Do that for you.
They're not switching their gender. That's not what it is.
That is.
No, that's not what it is. You don't even have a baseline level understanding of it.
When you're transgender, you're switching from male to female or female to male.
No, incorrect.
No, you're not. Because those are sexes, not genders.
That's not a sex. Trans is not a sex.
Right,
she didn't say that.
But female and male are sexes. You can't, right.
Okay, and you're transgender if you switch from male to female or female
there is no switching.
Male to female.
There is no switching.
There's a whole surgery that switches your body parts.
It's not switching. All they are doing is affirming their gender identity. That's all that they are doing. And you don't have to have a surgery or hormones or any of that to be transgender. That's not a requirement.
Well, no, I could put a dress on today and say I'm transgender, and voila.
Well, but you just admitted that you wouldn't be doing it genuinely, so you wouldn't be trans.
But that's
trans is an inherent part of it. Trans is an inherent part of you. You can't just like throw a as you say, a costume on. That's not what it is. It's an inherent.
I mean, that's basically what they're doing.
Well, no, from your viewpoint, but internally, they are the gender that they identify as.
And I could identify as a cat tomorrow.
You cannot, because you don't have the genetics of a cat. You can identify as something that you clearly aren't objectively.
Oh, well, you don't have genetics of a female, so you can't identify as a female tomorrow.
No,
they're not identifying as a female. We've already gone over this.
I'm using your argument against
you.
No,
No, you're not.
Because you don't understand.
Yes, I am. You said I don't have the genetics of a cat, so I can't.
Okay. I'm going to very calmly explain to you, and you need to...
Well, no, can I finish what I was saying?
We know what you're trying to say. We know what you're trying to say.
Okay. Male and female...
You're mad because I'm using your own argument against you.
No, except you're not, and you don't even understand that you're not. So I'll explain it to you. Okay? Yes? Right. Male and female are
XY.
sexes. Male and female are not both XY. No.
No, male is X, female's Y.
No.
Or is that opposite? No, female's
neither.
Y.
You were just wrong either way.
No, neither of them is an individual letter, for a start. But secondly, okay, in your mind, a male is trying to become a female and a female is trying to become a male. That isn't what it is. Trans people understand their biological sex. It is their gender that does not align with their biological sex.
No, that would be the mentality. That
Do
wouldn't
you
be.
understand? Okay, what's gender?
Gender is what you're born with.
No, that's sex.
Sex is gender. You are identified by your sex at birth.
Okay, cool.
Whether you have a vagina
cool.
or a penile.
Cool. I have a female dog. Is that dog a woman?
No, it's considered a bitch. That's what a female dog is.
But it's
oh
a
my
female,
fucking God.
So it must be a woman because gender and sex are the same, aren't they?
She is female. It's a dog. You wouldn't call a dog a woman.
Correct.
Why not?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't you call it a woman or a girl?
Because it's a different. You could call it a girl dog.
Oh, okay, but again, they're not women or girl dogs, right? It would be a female. Why wouldn't we inherently have gender with them, associated with them?
Gender is associated with animals, and
no, it is not. No, it is not.
Sex is associated with animals.
They have and the sex is the gender.
Okay, can you show me a biology textbook which uses the word woman?
It uses female and male.
Okay, why doesn't it not use the word woman and man?
Well, I can't answer that for you.
I can answer it for you, though. And that's the point. It's because...
Okay, so answer it for me.
Okay, I will. I'm about to. Okay. The idea of woman and man, they are genders which are a psychosocial construct. Okay. And we know that they're a psychosocial construct because the idea of gender is not the same over time and over place. Okay. We nowadays in the modern world, think of something like makeup, which is typically associated with women, correct?
Yes, as you know, that's what we were taught growing up in the,
Okay. Who was it invented for?
For females.
No, it was invented for men.
Since
it was
when?
it was since forever. Okay. If you go back like 250 years, men had powdered faces and they wore rouge on their cheeks, and that was considered the height of sophistication. Also, who were high heels invented for?
For short man.
For men. And yet now we see high heels are associated with women. Okay. They were invented for men, not because they were short.
And it wasn't high heels, it was snub heels.
What's the difference?
High heels are totally different.
How?
A high heel is usually about 6 inches.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's sometimes about 6 inches, but it's not usually about 6 inches. In fact, I could show you my heel collection upstairs.
And it was called a club shoe, which was literally a snub, a little block.
No, it was not
Yes.
called a club. A club shoe is something completely different.
All right, well, let's circle back to what we're trying to get at here. Let's not get caught on the weeds. Okay, do you see the point she's trying to get at? See, Dove? See, Dove?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you see the point that she is trying to get at?
About the heels?
About gender in general.
I get that, fashion has no gender identity.
Okay.
But that's all she's portrayed.
No, it isn't. And that
You've talked about makeup, you've talked about heels, you've talked about everything but the actual issue.
Okay,
so you're making it a point that fashion has no gender identity.
No, I'm not.
It doesn't.
Well, hang on a minute. You were the one that was arguing earlier that you couldn't put something on and become something. So you've gone against your argument you made earlier.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. But the point of it, I was trying to make it easy to understand, because it seems that that's what's required right now. But gender is not gendered words, man, woman, are not words that biologists would use. They are words that in academic circles, sociologists, anthropologists, psychologists might use, not biologists. Have they been linked
So answer me this, okay? You are female, correct?
Uh-huh.
So if you die out in the woods, nobody discovers your body, you rot in the woods, they find your skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
When they find your skeleton, they're going to look at your pelvis, and they can see by your pelvis that you're male or female.
Right. What's that got to do with gender?
That's everything. It's genetics.
No, you're saying no. What you're saying is they would be able to tell my sex, and I agree with you. But actually, they might be able to tell my sex based on
your clavicle. There's numerous different bones that can show it.
Stop. They might be able to tell my sex based on certain characteristics, but what they would say, we think this was a male, or we think this was a female. And actually, the thing that's going to tell them whether I was a man or a woman, as much as my biology, is if they find any remnants of clothes or jewelry.
I didn't ask that. I said if they found your
mouth. You didn't have to ask it.
I'm adding to what you are saying, and I'm telling you that if you actually have you ever spoken to an archaeologist or a
yes,
what are they called?
And they still even with people that are found with jewelry, they still say whether it's male or female.
No, they say we think this was until they do a DNA test, which they can do, by the way.
And they do, and they're usually correct because the bones of males and females are different.
Oh, hang on. Are the bones of all males and all females different?
In the pelvic region, yes.
Are they? What if
they are?
What if a female doesn't develop wider hips?
Which they don't go. If you're
which
nothing
many
but
don't,
bones,
by the
they
way.
don't know how wide your hips were. I mean,
Yeah,
they can
do.
guesstimate.
They do.
But
They know whether you've had a baby or not.
well, yes, because your pelvic floor, your pelvic will spread.
Not your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor doesn't exist anymore. You've already said that your pelvic floor is gone.
And then I recorrected myself and I said your pelvic expands and it
your
widens.
Pelvic expands. Do you mean your pelvis expands?
Pelvic. It's
no, it's not the same thing. Let's not pretend that you said the right word.
Let's act like you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you are.
Like you keep going in circles and literally trying to dictate what I'm saying and change what I'm saying
to dictate what you're
to
saying.
fit your mentality. She's just correcting what you're saying. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, I am telling you now that the vast majority of the comments section and Doug and I both know more about both biology, sociology, anthropology, and psychology than you do.
Oh, I bet you do, because holy hell. This is a shit show.
Cool. So the whole reason why we got to this is because we're talking about the difference between gender and sex, and you said they're exactly the same thing. Do you still think they're the same thing?
They are.
You're telling us they're exactly the same thing? They could be used interchangeably. Man can always be used with male, male can always be used with man, women with female, vice versa.
Well, yeah, a woman is a woman. A woman is
okay. So we can always we can interchangeably.
And a man is a man, and a man is a male.
Okay, so anytime I refer to a male, they can always be a man. Every time I refer to a man, they can be a male.
Well, yes.
Sure. All right. So if I were talking about my 6-year-old nephew, he's a male. Is he a man?
He's male, but he's a child.
He's not a man. He's not a man, right?
Yeah, but you're talking about different ages.
But again, he's not a man.
He's still male.
I never said otherwise. I never said otherwise. You said they could be used interchangeably all the time. That is one instance in which they couldn't. And Erica mentioned, I forgot what animal she used, probably a dog or something. You wouldn't call, or a male dog wouldn't be a man dog. What we're trying to say is there's a correlation between them, sure, but they can't be used interchangeably. They're not one and the same thing.
Well, no, I mean you have to reach a certain age to become a man, obviously.
Okay, so they're not exactly the same thing.
It's the same gender.
So when we're talking about transgender
it's
people,
the same gender. It's
okay.
You
said they're changing their sex
out of context.
No, you said they're changing their sex. Again, nobody's changing their sex. Nobody's even changing their
gender. Transgenders are.
Transgender people, they're not changing their sex. I don't know why we have to keep going back to this. Okay?
I'm sorry, but if you get the sex change from male to female or female to male, did you not change your sex?
Again, they are not changing their sex. They're just affirming their gender.
No, that's changing your sex.
So this is from the American Psychological Association. Let me just put my glasses on.
We'll get to a new guest really shortly because we've had him up for a while. So we'll get to a new guest bit after this.
Don't worry.
Gender offers an added layer of specificity when interpreting patterns of phenomena of human behavior. However, the terms related to gender and sex are often conflated, making precision essential to writing about gender and/or sex without bias. It's telling you that gender and sex are not this. Oh, he's gone away.
He left? Oh.
Yeah, imagine that.
Okay. Well, there goes that. All right, we'll get to the next guest. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. If you're enjoying the live, make sure you click the follow button on the top left. Give Erica a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And you can send in the heart meter at the top left too. That'd be helpful. All right. Thank you for the heart meter. I appreciate that.
Douglas, I love you, but I'm gonna go to bed because I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I'm.
That's okay. Definitely got to get your sleep. How much sleep did you get last night?
Not enough is all I know. I'm tired all the time at the moment. It's because of a multitude of things, but I'm constantly shattered.
Well, I hope you get a full night's sleep tonight. maybe.
Thank you.
Hopefully you feel better tomorrow.
Thank you. Love you all. Bye.
All right, Erica. Take care. Have a good night. Alrighty. I'll take another guest or two. I gotta be done in about an hour anyhow. But yeah, I can take another guest or two. All right, got something right here. I think these are accidental requests. I think. Yeah, 2 people in here are accidental. Again, guys, we're only looking for opposition. People looking to debate. So if you voted for Trump and/or have an issue with the LGBT plus community, hit the request button. Everyone else, you can drop. And you can call in from the tube. The number is being posted in the comments. So if you want to call in, you can do that as well. I will find somebody that we can potentially raid when I do end this, though. They show all the note there as well. Again, guys, if you have any criticism, this is the time to come on up. Yeah, let me know who you guys would want to raid. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Noodly, you can. I don't. Wait, you're not opposition. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. CB, you can also come on up. I can invite you on up. And if not, just mute him. You guys can just mute the people that don't hit the request button or don't accept it. No, I hear the Bones argument. I hear that like once alive almost. Well, maybe not that much, but I've been hearing a lot lately. And they always think it's like the biggest gotcha thing also. Thanks, Rachel. And I may be live later on tonight, potentially. I still have a few people to work out at the gym in like an hour from now or so. Then I need to work out also. So, depending on how I feel afterwards, I may be live later on tonight. But if not, tomorrow at some point. If you guys want to know ahead of time when I do go live, just you can join the Discord. The link to that's in my bio. So I announced there. I also announced on the bulletin board thing here. You can join that by clicking the profile picture there. But the bones. That's funny. Well, I guess I may wrap this up. I don't feel like waiting around for another opposition to come on up. But we got to find somebody to raid. We'll raid Hector. I know we sort of raided him recently, but we'll raid him again. Yeah, we'll raid Hector. Hopefully you guys don't know who he is. It's Hector Talks. Okay. We'll raid Joey next time. I just did the first one I saw. So, but if you guys enjoyed the live, click the follow button on the top left. Subscribe to me on YouTube. I appreciate the super chats. I think I got one, so thank you who did that. And I appreciate everybody who Venmo, Cash App, gifts, all that fun stuff. Even if you didn't, anybody that just engaged, that liked the live, shared it out, all means a lot. And what else? I think that's it. Go ahead and raid Hector. If you don't follow him, give him a follow. And like I said, if I don't see you guys later, I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Take care, guys.